Hey, how's it going, you guys? Welcome back to some more 9-9. Last episode, we had Haruka giving this very interesting confession, and let me tell you, did Ghost have some things to say about it? That was the highlight of the, the video for me. She was just ripping into Haruka, holding nothing back. But anyways, we are going to be continuing on. I'm very close to finishing episode 3. You guys keep telling me, you said I probably have like 2 or 3 more episodes left, so I'm going to be finishing it this week. Very exciting. We're just going to go ahead and continue on and hopefully enjoy the rest of the episode. Hey there, Sora.
電車一本乗り過ごしちゃって遅れるかと思いました。あっぶねー。
Dang, you missed it by 2 seconds.
急に呼び出しちゃってすみません。いえいえ、どうせ暇なんで。他の人まだ来てないです？
Wait, is it just these two? What's going on here?
私だけ。はい。何の相談だろう。本当私だけで大丈夫です？その九条さんにはちょっと話しにくくて。
Okay, I'm very curious. What do you want to talk to her about?
ちょっとピンときちゃったぞ。すみません。電話とかでもよかったんですけど、直接お話できたらなって。
Okay.
いえいえ、それは全然大丈夫ですよ。私がいいこと言えるかなって不安なだけで。じゃあどうしよう。ナインボールはダメか。あれですよね。22のうちもダメですよね。
Huh. They're gonna go to the park then.
はい。じゃあ。
Of course
公園
there.
でも行きます？
Of course there. Where else could they go?
はい。それじゃあ行きましょう。コンビニ寄りましょう、コンビニ。はい。
All right. Well, now, yeah. I'm trying to think. Should I know what they're about to talk about?
はい。
I'm very confused. So it's something she can't talk to Kujo about.
どっこいしょ。
Does this have to do with their relationship? She doesn't want to talk to Kujo because she feels like Kujo's a rival in that sense, and like, at least Sora, in her eyes, isn't one.
今更ですけど、体調大丈夫ですか？めっちゃ大丈夫です。超元気です。
But maybe it's something about her artifact. I have no idea.
よかった。ノアちゃんはまだちょっと具合悪いみたいで。ミーヤもまだ死んでるみたいですね。筋肉痛がやばいって言ってました。筋肉痛。すごく動いてましたもんね。
Yeah, my dude was just sprinting all over.
ですね。まあ、私寝てたから知らないんですけど。先輩は大丈夫ですか？はい、私も元気です。よかったよかった。いやー、死闘でしたもんね。私寝てただけですけど。
Then how do you know it was a good fight? How do you know it was a hell of a fight if you weren't awake?
リアクション取りにくいですね。すみません。
No, Sora. I like your jokes. Keep going.
すみません。突っ込むところだろうなって思ったんですが、できませんでした。
Then don't worry about it, Haruka. You don't need to reply with a joke to her. Just laugh at her. Just laugh at Sora and move on. That's what I do.
先輩はそれでいいんです。で、相談でしたよね。はい。聞きたいことがあって。何でも聞いてください。何でも答えちゃいますよ。
Okay, let's get to it. I want to know what it is.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, we're sitting down. We're having a chat, guys. Look at this. We're having a little bit of a chat here. Okay. I'm ready for it.
新見さんに告白してしまって。
Okay, we're just diving in. It's just a big pool and we just jumped in. Okay. That's the best way to do it. You did what to who?
はい。その勢いでポロッと勢いで勢いで告白したと。私思ったことをすぐ口にしちゃう悪癖がありまして。
Yeah, that can cause trouble if your power is just letting things happen.
多分今日告白するぞって決心してたら言えなかったと思うんですけど。
You know, I'm glad you had that in your mind. I'm glad you were trying to do that yesterday. Like, not not a terrible idea, just not well executed. Let's say that.
そんな気なかったから逆につい言っちゃったと。
And then Ghost just freaking destroyed you.
はい。
Like that was worse than episode 2. Anything she did in episode 2, that was just brutal.
どんな感じで言ったんですか、シチュエーション的には。
Sora's like, can you roleplay it for me? I want the finer details here. I want to know everything that happened.
晩ご飯を作りに行きまして。ああ、ニーに弱ってましたもんね。美味しい料理を振る舞ったわけですね。
I feel like they're personally describing me right now. I love food. So like food is the way to my heart for sure.
なぜ目をそらす？
She looks so depressed though.
カレーを作ったんですが。はい、いいですね、カレー。ニーに好きなはずですよ。あいつお子ちゃまなんで。
Sora, please, just keep listening, okay?
控えめに言って。
There's more to the story.
はい、汚物。
It was garbage.
汚物を作ってしまい。汚物。はい、生ゴミ以下の料理を。え、カレーですよね。はい、焦がしたと。いえ、その隠し味を。
The special ingredients, guys. That's where they get you, the special
隠
ingredients.
し味を隠しきれず。
Yeah.
入れすぎた？はい。ちなみに何入れたんです？チョコレート。おー。あとコーヒーにヨーグルトに蜂蜜に。どんだけ入れてんだよ、欲張りすぎでしょ。隠し味入れすぎてそれぞれが喧嘩しちゃったと、そんな感じですか？
Yeah, especially if you used as much as you're showing right here, that would have overpowered anything.
それ以前の問題で加減がわからなくて全部入れすぎちゃって、カレーが死にました。
The curry died. This has a little memorial on the top.
すげえな。誰が作っても美味しいカレーを殺すとかすげえな。
No, apparently not
あ
everybody.
とご飯もうまく炊けなくてべちゃべちゃで。
It sounds like you just didn't cook it long enough, or you didn't cook it in the right conditions. So that's the only reason I could think of it being wet and gooey.
すげえ、フォローしようがない。完膚なきまでにダメダメですね。もう聞くまでもないですけど。
Yeah, unfortunately, she didn't take after Miyako, who's a very good cook.
はい。
Haruka's still got some things to work on
先
here.
輩、料理は
I think we all know the answer to that question, and it is no.
できません。
Yep, didn't even need to click on the next
何
line.
作りに行ったんですか？その九条さんが作ったことあるって聞いて。
Jealousy, huh? A little bit of jealousy in here.
ああ、対抗意識で。お恥ずかしい限りです。なるほどね。点数を稼ごうと思ったんですね。失敗したけど。
Yeah, no, the intent was there. Like, the intent to do something nice, obviously, was here. And maybe should have practiced this a little bit more, held off on it a little bit. Feel like if you would have waited maybe another couple days, kind of got down the recipe just fine, you would have been okay. Or, here's another idea, if you just stuck to the recipe in the first place. I don't feel like this is a very hard dish to make, especially if you're doing like a box and you're just kind of pouring things in. Probably could have gone a lot better. You know, you didn't need to add an entire thing of instant coffee or a entire chocolate bar. I don't think any recipe called for that. But you know, it's the thought that counts, okay?
で、なんでその流れで告白することになったんです？ちょっと私もよくわからない。
I don't know. Ask Ghost. She seems to know pretty well. She described it pretty much in detail.
あまりにも意味不明な流れで告白したので、ゴーストさんに怒られました。
Yeah, that's a little underselling it.
あ、いたんすね、あの人も。なんて怒られたんですか？
What didn't she say?
空気読めてないって。ああ、もっとも、至極もっともなお説教。すみません。
Sora keeps like predicting what's being said, and I'm like, is that actually what was said, or is she just making up her own crap as she goes?
で、その流れだと、聞きにくいですけど、告 失敗。
Wow, Sora really driving the nail in here, huh?
いえ、保留にしてもらいました。
I'm just imagining her just like on the phone. It's like, oh, sorry, I gotta put you on hold, and she's just like sitting there waiting. It's like, okay, are they gonna come back?
おお、まだ返事もらってないんですね。そうなんです。もう一回チャンスくださいってお願いして。
And that was the saving grace of it all right there. I think that was really the cherry on top is like, hey, she got her feelings out there, which was ultimately what she wanted to do. Did everything go right? Absolutely not. No. And Ghost made sure to point that out. But she got what she wanted to do out. And if she wanted to confess, I think it was fine. I think the timing was fine. Like I said, I just think the way the whole situation was weird. The implementation was weird. The idea was good, though, to confess tonight. And just like, hey, we just went through this hard thing, and I do like you. I want that to be out there in case something ever happened. You know, you have that sense of urgency, right? And so I feel like that part was good. Just, yeah, the implementation, maybe you should have waited another couple of days and got it down a little bit better. But I did like that they're kind of postponing it till things are a little bit better, a little bit better of a situation, maybe a little bit more romantic. I like that part of it.
なるほど。それまでになんとか挽回しなければと。そうなんです。勝ち目はないって思ってはいるんですが。
I also think this is kind of cute that she's going to his sister. Like, hey, I really like him, you know, maybe want to be a part of the family someday, you know what I'm saying? You know? So it's good to get in with the little sister,
勝ち目っていうと
who's also in love with him, so I'm not sure how that'll work.
はい。やっぱり両思いですよね。
Not really.
いや、
I mean, he kind of liked her maybe at the start of the game, and then in episode 1, or if you, I guess if you go back far enough, he kind of liked her, but I don't feel like they've really had any chemistry at all past episode 1. Like, it's kind of been there, like, they kind of, like, talk about it, and then, like, it's gone.
あくまでも私の勘なんですけど、はい、確かにニーにみやこ先輩のことを意識してないわけじゃないですけど、ですよね。どっちかっていうと先輩に傾いてると思いますけどね。
Okay, I wanna say Sora's gonna be like, well, your boobs are bigger, so you have a better chance, right? I wanna say that's what she's gonna say, but probably not.
ノアちゃん。
I don't feel like he hardly knows Noah-chan, okay? I feel like we've gotten a lot of great character development. I said this in the last episode. We've got a lot of great character development just for Noah and like getting to know her better. But yeah, no, I don't feel like he knows her quite well enough. So hopefully next episode, you know, being her route and everything, that'll change, which I'm excited about.
なんで急に結城先輩出てきたんですか？あ、私？
I don't know. I think Noah likes you. Haruka and Noah kind of had a little thing going on. You know, I'm here for it if they want to do that, but I don't think it'll happen.
そうですそうです。高坂先輩です。え、嘘。だって最近一番一緒にいる時間長いの先輩ですよ。だから全然いけると思いますけどね。私は。
Yeah, it's your route. Of course you're in there.
なんで今えずいたの？先輩はなんでちょいちょいえずく
Are you
の？
drooling or what is that?
すみません。混乱して。もっと自信持っていいんじゃないですかね。全然リードしてると思いますよ。
I don't think it's a competition, guys.
リード。いい返事もらえますよ。多分。きっと無責任ですけど。
Sora, that's so unhelpful. You'll get a good answer, definitely. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. It's like, what kind of answer is that? That gives you absolutely nothing. That gives you no hope at all.
ソラさんはいいんでしょうか？
Okay, she doesn't care.
本当はソラさんに相談するのも迷ったんです。
Press Noah?
最初はノアちゃんにしようとしたけど、そういうのわからないって言われちゃって。
I feel like Noah probably knows nothing about love. She knows nothing. I'm sorry. That pun pops in my head. I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever thought of today. And I was like, I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm gonna say it.
いや全
We're
然
just gonna
大
pretend
丈
I
夫
didn't
です
say
よして
anything.
もらって恋バナ大好き
Yeah, Sora is definitely probably the biggest gossip of this game.
でもソラさんお兄さんが女の子と付き合うの大丈夫ですか
Oh yeah, she doesn't mind her brother being in a relationship. As long as it's with her.
おだってごめんなさい私こういうところがダメなんですねすみませんいやいや全然先輩ぼんやりしてるけど結構鋭いな
Okay, why is everyone picking on Haruka? I apologized for doing it, but everyone else is still doing it.
とにかくですねそう相談ですよ肝心の相談をまだ聞いてないですよ
I don't know, I feel like her problem's pretty obvious. Maybe she's just feeling shy and doesn't want to screw things up.
はいチャンスをくださいとは言ったんですがひとまず好感度を稼ごうって横島な心は一旦忘れたくて
Well, Haruka, I think you took the right first step. So she admitted that she likes him and that she wants an answer from him. So I feel like you just need to build upon that. You already have it out there, and if he likes you at all, he's going to pursue that. And if he doesn't, he's going to let you know, like, hey, nope, don't feel the same way.
ほうほうゴーストさんにメタメタに言われて私ってかなり自己中なんだなって気がついて
Okay, well, don't listen to Ghost. Ghost said a lot of true things, so if you want to take some of those things and work on them, sure, but don't take everything Ghost said to heart, okay? Ghost said some pretty strong things, and it's like, you know, you're a pretty shy person, and some strong words sometimes can be helpful, but they can also really hurt you too, so you kind of have to pick and choose what you're going to take. You need to be positive above all else here.
あえて聞きませんけど相当言われたんですねはいで新見さんって有言実行なんです
Yeah, Kakeru is pretty, reliable, I would say so.
口にしたこと全部私にしてくれてそれがすごく嬉しくてなるほどなだから惚れたといえ正直ほぼ一目惚れなんですけどそうですかすみませんちゃちゃ入れていえで私って逆なんです有言不実行というか
I wouldn't say I'm a super reliable person. I'm not like an unreliable person. Like I don't generally make a ton of promises I'm not going to keep. I'm just a very flexible person and my day-to-day changes. I don't really have a consistent schedule, so
言ったこと何一つで
I
きて
do and
な
I
いんで
don't.
す
I do have a schedule,
さん
but
に何もしてあ
things
げられ
change,
て
you
な
know?
くてだから今度こそ有言実行したいなってそう思っててごめんなさいうまく言えなくて新見さんが喜ぶことを教えてくださいなるほど喜ぶことをしてあげたいと
I had so many things I wanted to say right there, and I chose not to.
はい
It's not
So
hard to make
different.
Kakeru happy, guys. We all know he's just like every other anime protagonist. Put a pair of boobs in his face, and he's the happiest man in the world. That's all you gotta do.
やっべえないっつも怒らせることしかしてないからわかんねえな
Freaking Sora, that's so true. I love when she just says it how it is sometimes. Unlike Ghost, who's like saying it really meanly, like Sora's just like, well, frick, I'm always trying to piss him off. I don't even know how to make him happy, to be honest. I never tried.
そうですかそういうの気持ちだと思うんですよね気持ちがあれば喜ぶと思うんですよあの人そういうタイプなんで
Yeah, and you already did the first step. You let him know you liked him, so that's gonna build on him.
カレーも食べてくれました
Exactly.
じゃあ今度はちゃんと美味しいカレーを作ってあげるとか
What if you made him some actually good curry?
できるかな
Then he'd really love you.
力でなんとかならないんですか美味しい料理をイメージしたら実際に作れるとか
Oh, frick, yeah, she could have done that, honestly.
私に料理スキルがないので 能力を使っても難しい気がしますけど。
I mean, can't she just make a reality where she's a really good cook and like she's able to read a recipe and retain the information and copy it perfectly? I mean, just watch a video or something and replicate it.
苦手なことから逃げるために力を使うのはもうやめようって思っていて。
I don't think that's running away though. You're just trying to make curry. Like, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Do you guys agree? I feel like that's not running away. That's not using your powers like for bad. You're just trying to make some good curry. Trying to help yourself out here.
じゃあもうあの人格にはならないんですか？いいえ。
Switches. She's like, hey, what the frick are you talking about?
あれ？この私は責任転嫁のために生まれた人格です。自分の弱さの象徴。アニメや漫画のセオリーに従えばもう二度とこの人格には頼らないと決意すべきなのでしょう。ですが先ほど好感度のことは忘れるなどと申しましたが申し訳ありません。嘘でございますか？はい、かける様はこちらの人格の方が好みかもしれません。かける様の気を引くためであれば別の人格を作り出すこともやぶさかではございません。
Gosh. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, can you imagine being with a girl that can just create different personalities on demand? You could have like any type of woman you want. I feel like that's dangerous, guys. That's dangerous, you know? That's real dangerous. That would make role-playing pretty fun. You could do some cool things with role-playing with that. You could literally create different characters, right? And you could use that for recreational or more fun purposes at night, you know? When you're you know.
私の持てるすべてを使ってかける様の好感度を稼ぐ所存ですわ。
Oh, so you are gonna use everything.
すげえ。やっぱそっちの人格肉食系ですね。
I know, and it was very intimidating at first, but now I'm like, dang. That's the kind of woman a man needs.
いえ、先ほども申しましたが、今まではこの私に責任を転嫁してきました。ですが、それはもうやめにしましたの。
I will say, I'm thinking, when I think of Haruka, I think of Soriko from Hello Lady. So if you guys watched me play that, or if you played it for yourself, you'll know what I'm talking about. I like Haruka a lot better than Soriko. Soriko, I don't know. I didn't really care for her other personality as much as I do Haruka's. I feel like Empress, I don't know, Empress is a little more interesting to me, and we've gotten to see a lot more of her, so I guess I like her a lot better in that regard. And I also like how much she cares for her, like, her original self, and like how much she's like does for her, I guess. Like, she's trying to help her become better. Not to say that Soriko's other side didn't do that too, but oh frick, that's a spoiler though. Okay, man, forget everything I said. Frick, that is a spoiler. I'm like, wait a minute.
私は私。
Well, sorry if you were planning on playing that game. That is a huge spoiler.
どちらも高坂遥です。エデンの女王はもういません。
And Haruka Kosuka, the Queen of Eden, no longer exists.
つまり肉食系なのは私です。
She's just like, and this carnivore of a woman is... It's me. It's me. Yes.
あ、戻った。力を使って新見さんの気持ちを歪めようとは思っていないんですが。
Yeah, definitely don't do that. That's like so... You have to be constantly using your power to do that. That's just a temporary thing. It's not real love.
そうじゃないなら力も自分の一部って思って積極的に使っていこうって。
Kind of like I was saying, so... What if she just uses her powers to manipulate things like making the curry good or making the night go well? Like, manipulating, I guess, your environment a little bit, just to make things ideal. I feel like that would be okay. That would be fine. Just like, oh, okay, just make the night go perfectly, but like let there still be that connection between you. Like he still needs his freedom to say what he wants and to do what he wants, right? Like you can't control him like that. That's not going to help. And you need to be yourself and be in control. You can't let your other side do everything for you. But I feel like just kind of manipulating the scenario. So like if you're going out on a date night, just like the waitress always comes and refills your drinks at the perfect time, or little things like that. You know, that's something I feel like her power is fine, I guess.
ふーん、なんか先輩変わりましたね。そうですか？はい。なんだか前向きっていうか積極的になった感じがします。イーリスの件で学びました。守ってもらうだけじゃダメなんだって。だからちゃんと自分も頑張らなきゃって。
Well, good.
うんうん、
I'm glad.
いいと思いますよ。ありがとうございます。でも今気づいたんですが。
What's that?
はいはい。新見さんのお友達の件まだ解決してないんですよね。ああ、魔眼の元魔眼のユーザーになるのかな。
Are we gonna have any development with that? Like, why are they mentioning this now? I mean, it's true, like, they're not wrong, but I'm like, is there gonna be some kind of development here in the last few hours?
どうでしょう。新見さんも心配してると思うので。本当に私の告白、自分勝手でしたね。
Like I said, timing probably could have been better. I mean, okay, well, the situation could have been better. I feel like the timing was okay. It's whatever. You just had a big event, so.
新見さんの気持ち、全く考えてませんでした。
I don't think he minds, though. I think he'll be okay.
先輩。はい。
He needs to take a break from some of this crazy stuff going on. He needs a little bit of time to maybe have some romance going on or some video games. He needs something like just kind of more down low and chill in his
そ
life.
んなことでどうするんですか？その問題が片付いてもまた別の問題が発生しやがるかもしれませんよ。
I feel like this is very much an understatement to what's going to happen. Y'all have said things get pretty crazy from episode 3 and beyond. So, I'm expecting some wild stuff.
別のそうです。そうやって遠慮してるといつまで経ってもチャンスは来ないかもしれませんよ。確かに。ってわけでガンガン行きましょう。ガンガン。
You know, Sora, I actually very much agree with you here. This is good advice. You gotta go for it. Just let it happen. Just do it. はい。
ってわけであれですよ。うちの兄貴気持ちこもってれば何でも喜ぶと思うんで、先輩のしたいことしてあげればいいんですよ。したいこと？そうそう。なんかあります？ミーアンとしたいこと。
What am I supposed to be thinking right here? What are you guys thinking about, huh? What comes to your mind when she says this, huh? I want to know. What are you guys thinking? And I'm not the only one, okay? I know I'm not the only one.
デート。
Ah, yeah, exact. That's what I was thinking too, guys. What were you thinking? Hmm.
どこ行きます？どこどこ？新見さんのお家。ベッドイン。
Yep. Sora's like, wait, what?
なんか可愛くもじもじしてますけど、ぶっ飛びましたね。踏むべきプロセスをいくつも飛ばしましたね。
Yeah, I feel like you guys should learn to just take it slow, okay? That's a little fast. I'm like, I don't think you can handle that right now. She's still doing baby steps to confessing and things like that. I'm like, that's kind of a big jump right there.
ってあなた、ってだって男の子と付き合って一番したいことってそれじゃないですか。
I mean, I won't deny that, but I don't know. You're just very shy and timid, Haruka. I'm like, maybe you guys should get to know each other a little bit more first, go on some dates, and then just let that happen naturally. Let's not jump into that, okay?
そんな力強く言わんでも 力説せんでも、いやいやそれが一番では。言えないな。私割ともんもんしがちな乙女としては違うとは言えないな。ですよね。付き合ったからには汗だくになって絡みたいですよね。
Is that what she thinks you do in bed?
おい、でかい声、でかい声、ここ公園、ファミリーいるから、ファミリー。
Oh my gosh, I've talked about worse in public.
すみません。でも漫画だと男の子が強引に迫って始まる恋もあったりするので。
Is she gonna be like I want Kakaru to do that thing where you like slam your arm against them and you like start talking to them all confident?
どんな漫画読んでんだよ。まあね、気持ちはわからんでもないですけどね。
You kind of
思春期として
lock them in against a wall. It's a really big power move.
でもね、付き合う前にしてあげたいことっていう問いに対しては不適切じゃないです。
I mean, you can have a Nikmo, a non-committal makeout.
今気づいたのかよ。ミャーコ先輩とは別ベクトルの天然だな、この人。
Wow. Okay, Sora, that's very accurate actually. I'm very surprised you identified that.
すみません。私基本的に頭の中エロいことでいっぱいなので。
And Haruka, that's why you're best girl, because you think of those things, and it's just realistic. That's what everybody generally does.
欲望に素直すぎる。でも好きですよ。そういうの好きですよ、私。
Whoa, Sora, are you flirting here? What's going on? He's just like, I like that sort of thing, okay.
よし、もうあれだ。ニーニに直接聞きましょう、直接。
No? No guy wants to talk about those kind of things with his sister there. This isn't episode 2, Sora, you gotta back off here.
直接。そうです。まあ、私に任せてくださいよ。バッチリ有用な情報を引き出すんで。
Oh boy, this is gonna go terribly wrong, but it's gonna be funny to watch, so we're gonna keep going. Let's do it.
お願いします。
Oh boy, oh boy. I wanna know where this is going.
っていう相談をね。でね、ニーニは先輩に
いや、どうなの？
何が？
相談内容全部話すのどうなの？
Is he? She's just telling him everything, like word for word.
いやだって先輩が話していいって言ったし。
いいったってお前。ベッドインのくだりとかは話す必要ないだろうが。
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's what she meant by that. I think she was like, oh, okay, you know, you can tell him a little bit about stuff. Not this stuff, though.
だって先輩がもう私が汚れだってことはバレてるから全然問題ないって。
Dang, why is everyone throwing Haruka under the bus? Oh my gosh.
汚れって。お前汚れって。
先輩が自分でそう言ってたの。
Yeah, I don't think she wanted you to share that. That wasn't information you should share with other people. Or slams the table in defiance. I was wondering why Sora just barged in without warning. And she tells me this.
あのさ、もうめんどいからズバッと聞くけどさ。
めんどいって人の相談をお前な。
ぶっちゃけどうなん？ニーニはどうなん？
なんでお前に言わなくちゃいけないんだよ。
気持ち決まってるなら保留にする必要ないじゃん。
だからお前に言う必要ないだろ。ちゃんと本人に言うよ。
I mean, Kakuru's right, too.
真面目かよ。
真面目だよ。
Dang, frickin' Sora, I thought you were looking out for Haruka, and you were just giving out everything, giving out all of her secrets.
じゃあさ、ニーニが先輩のどこに魅力を感じているか教えてください。
Freaking Sora,
だから
man.
なんでそんなこと。
Your guys' freaking waifu is a little much for me sometimes.
情報を仕入れないといけねえんだよ。情報屋としてのメンツが潰れんだよ。
Reputation as an informant on the line here. You've already just given out everything. You were such a bad informant. You're such a bad wing girl.
だよそれ。
ほら、いえ、先輩がそれで自分磨きするから。
まあ優しいところとか。
And Kakeru gives the most generic answer. Like, being nice is the minimum, guys. Like, if you're not nice to somebody you're interested in, then you're doing it all wrong.
優しい。
ちょっと天然なところとか。
I mean, Miyako's airheaded too, though, so I feel like that's not specific enough.
わかるわかる。
あと顔が可愛い。
I don't feel like that was his first thing he wanted to say when he was describing body features.
まあね、結局外見かよってなるけど、そこはね、大事ね。
Yeah, I feel like that covers it pretty well. Like, looks are not everything, but they are absolutely crucial and important. And it's not to say that you just want somebody who's universally good looking. You want someone that you find good looking, okay? Because obviously when you find somebody and you're interested, like, not everyone's going to find that person attractive. And that's okay. Like, they don't need to. It just matters, do you find them attractive? Do you like their looks? Because, I mean, like, let's say you're planning on being together long term, right? If you're planning on getting married or just being together for a long time, right? You know, you want someone you enjoy looking at, okay? You need someone you find attractive. Now, of course, personality comes in. You want to know what their personality is, what their interests are, because you need to be somewhat compatible. Not to have the same, just to be compatible. So, absolutely, looks aren't everything, but they're important.
あと胸
Okay, Kakru, thank you. This is the most honest answer you've given so far.
胸がでかい
おい、ぶっちゃけすぎだろ、お前、おい。
What the hell, dude? Sora, you asked though. Like, that was the most honest answer he's given.
んだよ正直に話してんだろうが
そこは隠せよ、性欲を。
Keep that crap to
隠せよ。
yourself. I don't need to see you waving your raging lust in front of me. I don't know, episode 2 you kinda did.
めんどくせえな
Always the
ぼ
critic.
やくのはまだしも舌打ちはやめろ、舌打ちは。他にいいところ、ちゃんとしたいいところ。
It depends. What do you mean by good answer? Like, you want something like very intimate and personal that he likes about her? Because the boobs answer was probably his most honest one. It was probably the best answer he could have come up with because that's how he truly feels. But let's see, a good answer. What does Kakeru really like about Haruka?
他に観察眼が鋭いっていうか人のこと見てるよな先輩
ああ、わかる。それすごくわかる。てかさっきわかった。意外と鋭いよね、ほんと。
あとは
Yeah, I don't think Haruka is dumb by any means. When we're talking about her not being able to cook or follow instructions very well, I don't think that's like an intelligence thing. I think that's like a partly like a nervous thing. I feel like she gets very nervous and she cares a lot about impressing people, but she's just not sure how to maybe do that sometimes. She has a little, maybe some social anxiety, perhaps.
うんうん。
胸
Kakeru, you already said that.
あ
胸がでかい
Those big old titties. I love this translation. It's so good.
2回目だぞ。お前ふざけんなよ。
It's the second time you said
ふ
it.
ざけてねえよ真面目だよ
I mean, he is, though. That's the thing. He's 100% serious, and he should be.
余計たち悪いだろ。いいのね、それで。先輩の魅力はそこでいいのね。
Melissa, that's one of the things you like about her. Yeah, I want to tell this to Sora. Sora just blurts out everything, so everything you just said is now going to be heard by Haruka.
ああいい
もう、だよ、こいつ。だそうですよ、先輩。
Oh, frick, is she in here?
あれ
Uh-oh. Hold up.
なんだ、ちゃんといるじゃん。おーい、先輩。先輩。
She was here, but she's not even listening. Oh my gosh.
ニーニの話。あ、いい。盗み聞きはやっぱり良くないと思って音楽聴いてました。
Oh my gosh, that was the whole point of you being there, I'm sure.
真面目かよ。
Sora's like, oh my gosh, I'm dealing with a bunch of idiots.
すみません。
You know it's bad when people make Sora look smart, okay? I mean, not to say Sora, Dora... Not to say that Shora is dumb, but... It's just... She says some stupid things sometimes, and she's being the voice of reason here, almost. And at some points. I mean, that wasn't fair of her to just blurt out everything Haruka said. Especially because if she was supposed to be listening again, she would have just heard you talking all that crap. You were just saying everything that she said, and that was probably not what she wanted you to do.
先輩、こっち来てください。はい。じゃじゃーん。 実は先輩も来ていたのでした。
Why are you showing her like it's a good thing?
どうも。
どうも。
お邪魔してます。なんだその薄い反応は。
知ってたし。
あ？
気配したし。ああ、いるなって。
What do you mean you could sense her?
気づいてたのに胸とか言ってたの？怖い。変態かよこいつ、怖い。
You know, Sora, actually I agree with you here. That does make it a lot creepier. But hey, at least he's being honest, okay? We gotta give him points for that.
先輩のぶっちゃけトーク聞いちゃったから、俺も言った方がいいかなって思ったんだよ。
胸？先輩のでかい胸が好きらしいです。
あ、おい！
何？
And God bless them.
改めて言うなよ、恥ずかしいだろ。
なんだこいつめんどくせえ。胸が。どうすか先輩、こいつ体目当てっすよ。最低っすね。いえ、自分の武器全部使うつもりだったので、むしろ好都合というかやりやすくなったというか。
Oh my gosh. She's like, he likes my body. Yeah, I could use this. This helps. Okay, sure.
この人も何？というか、知ってたというか。
I already knew anyways. She's probably just caught Kakeru just like staring, just like, Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're good. Yeah. She's like, yeah, I saw him doing that. I knew he was staring right at my boobs. Like, there's nothing else on my body he'd be staring at.
何がです？
All these freaking anime characters, man. They got big eyes and big boobs.
よく視線が私の胸に行ってたので。
Just like I said. She caught him staring.
おい、バレてんぞお前。
Why does that sound so sexual? Oh, okay. We're moving on. Oh my god, this is so freaking embarrassing. What else could I do? My eyes just end up looking there. I can't help it. As any good man would do.
そんな見るくらい全然大丈夫なので、なんなら飲みますか？
Going back to what I said earlier about Sorako, they're exactly the same. What is up with the big boob characters just letting the main character grab their boobs? Why are they okay with it? They are way too open about it.
マジっすか、いいんすか?
Like in totally like the wrong situations. Like, okay, if you're together, you know, and you're having intimate moments and stuff and it's romantic, like sure, like go for it, right? If that's what you really want to do, if you really want to get it down and dirty. But like, your sister is right there. Do you have no shame whatsoever? None whatsoever.
何言ってんだよ、お前ら正気かよ。似た者同士じゃねえか、もう付き合えよ。
I mean, Sora just going for it. She's just saying it like it is. Everyone's just being brutally honest here.
何言ってんだよ。
うわ、普通に照れてる。もうなんかめんどくさくなってきた。
Okay. You know, Sora, you should just leave. Just leave. You already know something's gonna happen. Just leave. Getting butterflies in my stomach.
いや、しかし、最近さ、物騒な話ばっかりだったけどさ。
Is she gonna be like, you deserve to grab a few boobs?
まあな。緊張感あった。
やっとさ、こういう話できるようになったよね。世間話的な。いや、世間話じゃねえな。
Yeah, when we're talking about how big her boobs are, it's definitely not small talk, that's for sure. It's big talk.
こんな緩い空気ではなかったな。
そうそう、まだ完全解決ではないけどさ、やっと日常に戻ってきた感あるよね。ねえ、先輩？あれ？私はいつも一人だったので。あ、こういううるさいのは日常ではないと。うるさいなんて思ってなくて、とても楽しくて。やだもん、そんなこと言われたらキュンとしちゃう。みやこ先輩も言ってたけど、近いうちにやりたいね、みんなで打ち上げ。
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't even know how they just transitioned from talking about Kakeru being able to grab her boobs to whatever conversation we're having now. Like, I feel like that was just, it had to have been so good because like we were over here and now we're over here. Okay, is what I'm trying to say. Like, how did they do that? We're just gonna pretend none of that conversation was just happening in front of his sister of all people, which is kind of weird. I mean, I feel like your mom would be like the weirdest person to have a sexual conversation, and but sister's up there too. Okay, that would be just strange to have a conversation like that. And okay, they just managed to get away from it very quickly. We're just gonna pretend it never happened. Okay. I do like the idea of having a party for everyone though. That would be fun.
みんなとはやりたいな。
私も前のパーティー楽しかったです。
I really liked I think it was in Cafe Stella. I think it was Natsume's route where they went out and they did kind of like Korean barbecue and stuff, and they did all that together. That was a really good moment for me in that game. I really liked the interaction and having the whole cast there, because I don't feel like we get that too often. In a lot of games, you don't get the cast all together all the time. But I like when they do that, especially in Cafe Stella, because I felt like we only had them together at the cafe. And so I was thinking of this, like, it would be nice to have the whole cast together. I mean, we've had the main girls together, that's for sure. But it would be nice to just have a big party, like have Miss Naruse there, have some of the side characters. Freaking invite Yoichi, why not? We're on good terms, right? Probably not. But it'd be cool to see everybody there. Do something fun. Just do something more casual that's not at 9-ball, that's not at the park, not in his room, because freaking everybody's in our room. Like, I don't even think it's that big, but it'd be cool to do something like that. Just do some Korean barbecue together.
もういいの？
いや全然良くない。今日一歩も外出てない。
I mean, I have days where I feel fine and I don't step out the door, so that doesn't tell you anything.
マジで？ご飯どうしたの？
先輩が作ってくれたカレー食ったよ。
あれをですか？めっちゃ興味あるんだけど。
ある。
食べたい。
温めてくるわ。
2人分。
え？
生み出してしまった責任は。
Creating that thing.
悲壮感すごすぎて期待値がぐんぐん上がっていくんですが。
Don't be.
まあ、俺はコメントしにく。
なんていうか、クソまずいです。
Absolutely inedible garbage.
シェフ、早く持ってきてシェフ。高坂先輩にここまで言わせるカレー早く食べさせて。
Okay, if you want
少
to.
々お待ちを。
そんなものを新見さんに食べさせてしまい、本当にごめんなさい。
Gosh, it's really funny. Those eyes of hers look like she just saw death. She just saw the death of her cooking ability. Oh boy. Smile awkwardly at Senpai as she hangs her head in shame, then heads into the kitchen. I pulled a pot of curry out of the fridge, plop it on the stove, and turn up the heat. As for the rice she made for me yesterday, I guess I can warm it up later. Seems like the excess water evaporated, so it's a lot more edible now. Yeah, I've definitely had that happen. Like, when I was younger and, like, I didn't know how to make rice, even though rice is, like, super easy to make. Definitely had that same problem. Doesn't have as much of a punch as yesterday's meal, but I'm looking forward to Sora's reaction. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't be this excited to see someone's disgusted reaction after trying Senpai's cooking. Take a peek out into my living room. They look like they're having a nice chat. Sora was right, it has been a while since things felt this relaxed. But it's still not over yet. Yoichi did let go of the evil eye, but I don't know if he's given up on hunting users. Iris is still alive and well too, plus we need to collect all the other artifacts. There might be more trouble up for us ahead, Miss Naruse included, but in my heart I hope for these lazy days to continue. Well, it'll probably continue at least for the rest of episode 3, if that makes you feel better. But the worst, I'm sure, is yet to come. I wonder if someone's gonna, like, die. Like, die. Like, we're not gonna do something to, like, bring them back. Like, they're just gonna die. But I don't know, like, with the branches and stuff, it's like, is anybody really dead here? Such sentimental thoughts come to mind as I watch the pot come to a boil. It's looking about ready now. Take out the rice from the fridge and nuke it in the microwave. After that, I put it on some plates and it's good to go.
お待たせいたしました。
お、来た。
Sora's giddy after the wait. In contrast, Senpai's expression is bleak.
どうぞ召し上がってくださいって作ったのは先輩だけど。
先輩、いただきます。どうぞ。私もいただきます。
Is it gonna be good now? Because some food is good, like, the next day. Like, I will say that, like, as leftovers, some food tastes even better. Once you, like, kind of let it cool down and sit for a while, and then you heat it back up. Two of them grab their
見
spoons.
た目はね、普通だけどね。
As Sora grins and Senpai looks like she's about to burst into tears, they each eat a spoonful of the stuff. Oh boy, oh boy.
まずい。
Nothing's changed then. Okay. Good to know. Let's see, we are on day 6th of May.
あーす。
おはー。おはようございます。
I meet up with Sora and Haruka by the train station. It's very interesting we're having this little dynamic going right now. Three of us head to school together.
体平気ですか？
まだ痛いですけど、なんとか。
休むかと思ってた。
家出る直前まで悩んでた。
まあ連絡なかったから来るのは分かってたけどさ。デスカレー先輩電車の中でずっと心配してたよ。
Deaf Curry Senpai.
ずっと家から出てなかったみたいなので、大丈夫って言ってはいたけど、やっぱり大変なのかなって。
I can tell you exactly what he's doing. So he's resting, he's probably playing some games, probably watching some YouTube, just kind of chilling, you know, maybe reading some manga, maybe some hentai, you know, probably somewhere in there. You know, I can tell you exactly what he did.
どうなん？結構してんの？
ああ、いや、鎮痛剤は持ってきてるけど、痩せ我慢ってほどでは。
だって安心だね、デスカレー先輩。
Wow, she's just gonna call her that now.
よかったです。
いや、よくないだろ。
やっぱ痛いの？
じゃなくて、めっちゃナチュラルに呼んでたけど、お前、おい。
Yeah, it was just so natural.
じゃねえよ、お前なんだよ、デスカレー先輩って。
あのクソマズカレーを作った先輩にこれ以上ふさわしいあだ名はあるまい。
Gosh, everyone's so mean.
あるまいじゃねえよ、それはもはやあだ名じゃねえだろ、ただの悪口だ
Yeah,
ろ。
kind of.
別に私気にしてなくて。
And she's happy about it.
あだ名つけてもらえて嬉しいな。
Oh my gosh. Haruka, please, have some pride in yourself. This is embarrassing.
この先輩のけなげな言葉を聞いて、罪悪感とかないのか、お前は。
Do you think she feels any guilt? Like guys, look at this face of hers. Do you think she feels even a pang of guilt? No. None whatsoever. Sora enjoys this. More than she should.
はい、すみません。ちょっと悪乗りしすぎ
No,
ました。
no, I don't believe it at all. I don't buy it.
なんでちょっと残念そうな顔。今まで私のあだ名ってブスとかデブとか
Oh, what?
そういうのだったので。
What do you mean? You are like skinny as a stick. You are literally like the stick with giant boobs on it.
うわ、重い。っていうかデスカレーもそれと同系統だと思いますよ。
お前が言うなよ。
はい、本当にすみません。いえ、ソラさんのは親しみを込めてっていうのは分かってますので、全然違うと思います。
I guess.
責任取ってまともなあだ名を考えなさい、ソラくん。
はい。みやこ先輩的なそういうのですよね。
I know. I was still tempted to do the broski patch and like restore like some of the actual dialogue. I'm conflicted because I like when it says like Oni-chan when they're like calling Oni-chan, like that's fine. I don't mind stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, I don't really mind this translation either. I think the translation's just fine. Like I don't have a problem with it. So I don't know. I'm conflicted.
その呼び方可愛いなって思ってました。じゃあ、これか。
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not like a visual novel elitist because I'm not. I don't really care if it's translated or not, or I'm not like too picky about how they translate things. Like obviously I just want it to sound good. Like I want the sentences to be natural. I want it to be like very close to what the character is actually trying to say. But there's some things you just kind of have to translate, and it's the same thing with anime too. Like there's just some Japanese jokes that you kind of have to translate and kind of maybe change it, because it's like it's not going to make sense to someone who's not Japanese.
カレーから離れろ。
じゃあ、
Gosh, she's thinking about this pretty hard.
カレーがダメなら思いつかねえな。
She's like, I have nothing good to say.
おい。
はるか先輩って呼んでいいですか？名字じゃなくて名前。はい、ぜひ。
Alright,
じゃ
this
あ
is a good
私のこ
compromise.
ともソラさんじゃなくて。
こいつのことはバカって呼んでやってください。
Call her Baka.
いいのか、つ
バカ
くぞ。
先輩
お前今全身感度3000倍だろ。つくぞ。
Or, I guess it would be Baka Kohai.
なんだよ感度3000倍って。
あかん。感度ってワードに先輩が反応してしまった。
Would you say that she's a little bit sensitive when it comes to the word sensitive?
すみません。私のことは呼び捨ててください。この人会話の流れもう忘れてんな。
Or Haruka, she's just trying to keep up with this conversation.
じゃあ私呼び捨て苦手なので、ソラちゃんでうっす。好きに呼んでください。
Okay, that works. Sorotron's good. As we continue our dumb conversation, we reach school before we know it. Sora splits off from the rest of the first floor, then Senpai says goodbye to me at the second floor and I head to my classroom.
おはよう。
Ohayo.
よしおはよ
Ohayo gozaimasu. Greet Kujo and then settle down in my seat. Yoichi's not here. Surprise, surprise. I would be more surprised if he was here, okay? Zone out while waiting for the start of class.
はーい、席ついて。
Yes, best teacher is back. Just as the bell rings, Miss Naruse comes in the classroom. She seems...
連休終わっちゃったね。起立ではなしでいいよ。
She's back to normal, guys! Woo! As jaded as always, I can't tell how she's doing from her attitude. Well, at least she's recovered enough to come to work, I suppose. Sophie should have already explained the situation to her, but maybe I should speak with her after class.
はい、終わり。今日一日乗り切ればまた休みだからね。頑張りましょう。
Homeroom period finishes, and as soon as Miss Naruse leaves the room, the class buzzes with chatter. I absentmindedly sit there and wait for the bell to ring again. The first period starts. Then the second, the third, the fourth. Then lunch break. I take out the sandwich I got from the convenience store from my bag and nibble on it. Man, I'm back to being a total loner now, huh? Munch on my meal as I gaze out the window up at the sky. Then, someone grabs the seat in front of me, turns on my way, and sits down. Is it Yoichi?
Yeah.
It's this guy! Oh, this is even better.
What?
I can't help but be dumbfounded at the sudden unexpected visitor. In the corner of my eye, I can see Kujo getting a little anxious too. What's this guy's
少し
business?
話せるか、ベトレイヤ。
Yes, yes, I would love to talk to you.
やめてくれねえかいやじゃなくて
Don't you hit me. Everyone else in the class is surprised at the sudden appearance of a third year. I'm sure they're all trying to listen into what we're talking about. The way things are going, everyone's gonna think I'm some chuny edgelord too. Gonna be even more isolated than now if this keeps up.
話せるが場所を変えないか
いや、ここでいい。
俺が良くないんだよ
そう警戒するな。争いに来たわけではない。
いやだから
Screw it, this is more trouble than it's worth. Let's just get it
話
over
して
with.
まずはおめでとうと言っておこう。無事神殺しを成し遂げたようだな。
He's congratulating us. Okay.
殺しちゃいない追い返しただけだ
そうか。何はともあれ脅威は去った。君たちの功績を心から称えよう。
This is like strangely very in character for him. Him just coming to congratulate us, even though we're kind of enemies.
どうも助かったよ来てくれて
私の手助けなど不要だったようだ。
陽一は
消えた。
は
姿をくらませた。私に何も告げずな。
So why else would this be happening here at the end of the route? If we're not just gonna go straight from this route into the next one. Okay, that's where I'm leaning towards. Like there's not gonna be any like we go back or anything like that, or we pretend like this doesn't happen. Is it gonna just jump straight into there? Except we're not gonna get with Haruka. I don't know, because no, that can't work. Maybe it's gonna go back to right after that fight, and then like nothing happens between us and Haruka. Maybe something like that.
傷は
完治はしていないはずだが、 動ける程度には回復している。
そっか。
Very, very curious how this is
敵
gonna
対して
happen.
いるとはいえ、君も余一の友人だ。伝えるべきだと思ってね。余一は消え、ゴーストは君のもの。リグ・ベーダ・アスラは今や私だけだ。もう我々が君たちバルハラ・ソサイエティとことを構えることはない。その力もない。
I love how he says we, but he's like, I'm the only one really here. And he keeps saying we.
存分に君たちが信じる正義を振るうがいい。
He's just like, okay, guess I'm just done here, so you guys can do whatever you want.
余一の居場所に
ないな。自宅にも帰っていないようだ。
親は探してないのか。
どこも愛のあふれる家庭とは限らんさ。
You know, Renya, that was actually pretty deep, and it's very true.
話は以上だ。邪魔したな。
Okay.
ああ、
That was a good conversation. I expected it to be very memey, and it kind of maybe was at first, but then it actually like got pretty serious, and yeah, okay, I'm here for it. Yuichi's gone. He hasn't gone back home either, so he's hiding out somewhere. But why? Does he still plan on hunting down users? I should tell everyone about this just in case. Noticing his gaze, I cut that thought short. Look, I mean, he's still here. He's looking
もう
down at me.
一ついいだろうか。
何。
一緒に食べていいか。
He wants to be friends now. Yes, let's do it.
いつも一人なんだが、一度誰かと昼食を共にしてみたくてな。
It's funny. Renya can be this really serious and almost somewhat intimidating person sometimes, and then other times he's just like, yeah, I just want to share fries with friends, or I just want to feel the experience of sharing lunch with someone. He's like this really like kind of sentimental, emotional guy sometimes.
いや、まあいい。
恩に切る。
Renya is like a great character. He's really funny. Like I love that he can be chuny, but at the same time he can be really like serious. He's just like, hey, I just want friends. I just want good experiences. And to be fair, he's a good friend to Yoichi, if nobody else, okay? Do I agree with him following him, even though he knows Yoichi's in the wrong? No, I'm not going to justify that. But at the same time, I do respect him for sticking to someone's side and being a good friend when he knows that nobody else would do it. So he's got to step up. It's a good friend, good friend. Sits back down and places a paper bag from the bakery by the train station on my table. He actually brought that with him so he could eat it with me.
ここの卵サンドが絶品なんだ。
ああ、うん。そこのパンうまいよな。
分かってくれるか。一ついるか。
いや、いい。自分の分あるし。
そうか。
Takamine unwraps the egg sandwich and starts eating. I also get back to my own half-eaten sandwich. Neither of us really engage in conversation. We continue to eat lunch while Kujo's alarm glances burn into me every so often. Yeah, Kujo's just like, what the frick is going on right now? Should I be worried? Do I need to go save him? Don't know. The hell is this? It's great, is what it is. It's really great.
そうだったんだ。深沢くんがどうしていなくなったりしたんでしょう。
どうでしょうね。わかりません。
Yeah, we don't freaking know.
にしても司令官も変な人だね。ニーニとご飯食べるとか。
After class, we met up at the school gates, and I told them about Yoichi. Much as I'd like to have everyone gather at 9 Ball for a full debriefing,
先輩バイトなんですよね。うん。最近あまり入れてなかったから一段落したし、今日からしっかり働こうかなって。あ、ノアちゃんから返事来ました。明日休みだし、今週いっぱいは休息に当ててもいいんじゃないかって。
so there's no school tomorrow, so we're gonna rest the entire week. Alright,
ま
gotcha.
だ調子悪いんかな。
大丈夫とは言ってますけど。帰りましょうか、今日は。そうだね。じゃあ来週集まろうか。
Gosh, we turned into the going home club.
まあ、無理に集まらなくてもいいかもな。先生のことが片付くまで、ソフィーも動けないだろうし。
Oh yeah, we didn't talk to her. I thought we were gonna talk to her after class.
さつきちゃんは来てた？
I mean, I guess Commander coming, like, kind of changed our plans a little bit, but it was an unexpected but welcome surprise.
うん。 普通そうに見えたけど、新見くんさっき話してたよね。
ああ、早く薬飲んで終わらせたいって愚痴ってた。
いつ完成すんの？
もうすぐだと思うんだけどな。
ソフィーに聞いて、立ち話してたら宮子先輩バイト遅れちゃうね。まだ大丈夫だよ。
長話しても仕方ないし、帰るか。
Alright, I guess we gotta go home. I'm willing to bet Haruka's coming over to our place, because that's just what happens. We depart from the school and chat about random things until we get to the station.
そうだ、私本屋行きたいんだった。同じ方向だね。一緒に行こうか。行く。いいやん、はるか先輩。また来週。
おう、またな。
さようなら。
じゃあ、先輩も気をつけて。
はい。
I see Senpai's dejected expression and realize I screwed up. I'm sweating bullets internally. You didn't screw up because she's still right there. You can invite her over to your place and everything would be okay, if that's what you're worried about. When Sora said she wanted to go to the bookstore, she was probably being considerate of us. Imagine Sora of all people being considerate. Crazy. I deeply regret bidding her farewell without even considering the situation at hand.
はい。
Oh my gosh, she has to save your butt.
よかったら、
せっかくだし。
There we go, Kakeru. Yes, thank you. Her clouded expression immediately clears up into a ray of sunshine. It'd be way too uncool if I was the one who forced her to invite me out. Good thing I managed to say that to
軽くな
her.
んか食べます？
行きたいところがあって。
Okay, I'm down.
じゃ
I'm
あ
here
行き
for
ま
it.
しょうか。どこです？
ラウンド2。
Why the frick does everybody want to go there?
ああ、見たい映画とか。
その、
Everyone wants to go to the
ゲーム
arcade.
コーナー。
Why don't we go to karaoke? Karaoke would be fun.
いいですよ。行きましょうか。
すみません。
いえいえ。
Always apologizing. Senpai's apology just now must be due to her habit of saying she's sorry for everything, I think to myself. But it's only when we arrive at the arcade that I understand its true meaning. Oh boy. What's going on here?
一度やってみたくて。
Before my eyes is a huge box. Crazy. A box you enter to take a photograph and mark it up to be all cutesy. Ooh, they're doing a little photo booth together. How adorable. I love it. That's right. What people call a perikura machine. The thing that party-going girls love, the thing that makes your eyes look bigger and stuff.
撮ったことありますか？
I've gone to one of those booths. It wasn't like a silly one, I guess, like they're doing, but I've taken pictures of one of those kind of booths before.
いやー、ないっすね。
ですよね。すみません。新見さん、こういうの好きじゃないと思うんですが。
I wonder what one of those like filters that would like change their face or their eyes would do, because their eyes are already freaking huge.
もう流行でもないし、撮って自慢できるものでもないですが、一度してみたくて。
Maybe she feels apologetic to me because her voice is getting quieter and quieter. No, that's just how she is. True, this is a high bar. I really hate this sort of thing. But can I say that out loud, that I hate it? I don't know. I think my wife found out I hate a lot of things after we got married, and I started lowering my, maybe lowering my guard a little bit about things like that. Because I feel like when you're in a relationship and you're just dating, right? Like you're like, oh yeah, I love this or whatever, this and that, and you're just trying to impress them and trying to make things go well. And then when you're married, you get a little more comfortable. And you're like, actually, don't like doing that. That was me with photographs. I do not like taking a bunch of pictures. I just think, I don't know. I'm fine with taking a few, but like I don't want to do like a whole session. And my wife loves to take photos, which I'm not saying that's bad. It's not a bad thing. Okay, it's good to have a ton of photos and things you can look back on. It's just I just don't like doing it. I just don't. But I don't think she realized that till we got married, so she wasn't too happy with me about that. Pretty sure Senpai is also the type of girl who thinks this is embarrassing too. Oh, it took a huge amount of courage to invite me. Can't say no. Can't say it's embarrassing, so I won't.
すみません。やっぱ
いえ、撮りましょう。
り、いいんですか？
はい、撮りましょう。
うございます。じゃ
取りますか。
Timidly, we approach the box. Luckily, it isn't crowded today. Actually, there's not a soul around. Let's take these photos while we still
あ
can.
一応予習してきたんですが。
You rehearsed. You should have rehearsed that curry you made, huh? She taps the touch panel set on the outside.
最初にフレームを決めるみたいです。
I'm just imagining her like going all the way here, just like messing around, like seeing exactly how you get it so you can take a photo, and then she's like, okay, I'll invite him now. Now I know what to do.
フレームなるほど。
あれ、あ、先にお金。
俺出します。
いえ、私が。
Shakily taking out her wallet, she inserts a few hundred yen coins. Once again, she touches the panel.
たくさんある。何がいいでしょう。
They should do one that makes a heart. That'd be cute.
先輩にお任せします。
あ、どうしよう。
I don't know. Haruka comes off to me as like Chidi from The Good Place, where she has like this incredibly hard time making any decision, especially when she has two options. She's like, oh, which one do I choose? And it takes her 54 minutes to choose a hat. As she thinks, she stares at the panel seriously.
これどうでしょう。シンプルな感じで。
あ、いいと思います。はい。
じゃあこれ。
Uh-oh, which one did she choose? Did she choose like a basic frame, or is this like something kind of cutesy? I want to know. We decided on a bunch of other confusing options besides the frame. A voice emitted by the panel tells us, please move to the photo booth. Senpai and I both jump in surprise at the same time.
撮影。
こっちみたいです。
Y'all are too cute. So adorable. You're both nervous. Following after Senpai passed through the curtain. It's pretty roomy in here. Now that we're hidden from the eyes of other people, I feel an odd sense of relief. As if this is making me really, really restless. You guys should make out. I think that would help solve some of your problems right here. Just make out and get it out of the way. You know, you're in a photo booth, no one's gonna see you. You might even get some pictures of it. Be something cool to look back on.
もうちょい近づいた方がいいですよね。俺たち。
そうですね。
We both shuffle closer together. We're standing next to each other, stiff as rods. Put together, we're like a pair of telephone poles. Okay. This is hard to take. We're two people who are both complete wallflowers. This is really unbearable.
はい。
Gosh. Just how embarrassed they are and how nervous. It's so funny.
腕とか組んでみてもいいでしょうか。
I will say, like, especially when you're younger, if you're a really shy person and you know whoever you're going on a date with is a really shy person, I feel like this is pretty accurate. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I was a little bit when I first started dating, I was a little bit awkward because like I didn't know what I was doing, whatever. And then you know over a few years, like I got a lot better. But I don't miss those times, guys. I really don't. I would definitely recommend getting it out of the way though while you're young, if you have the option. Like just go on some dates, be awkward. Don't expect every person that you meet is going to be the love of your life. Oh, look at these two. Look at these two. Oh, so cute. I'm always thinking about what to wear. Do you see that at the bottom left? And then up here we got Snap. What does it say on the side? Haruno? What does that say? I don't know. Let's see, we got Palette on the top. There we go. I think that's the group that does... It's whatever studio, like, created the game, right?
ポーズを真似してねって指示が出ていますが。
It's instructing us to imitate this pose.
はい。
無視して撮ります。
I like how Kakuru in this photo looks like he could be kind of a Chad guy. He looks like he could be like the handsome kind of type or whatever, but he's just like looking so nervous. Just like they look so serious, like they really need to go to the bathroom and they can't. All right, yeah, just take the picture, please.
撮影ボタンは どれでしょう。
This is a cute frame, though. I'll give you that. I like the little strawberry on the top. It's kind of adorable.
いや、このカウントがゼロになったら、
そういう。
While we're talking, we hear a robotic voice begin counting down, and we both start to panic. Oh my. He closed his eyes.
うわ、変な顔。
俺なんか目閉じてますね。
You guys are too cute. This is horrible. This panel has the words "Get ready" on it.
これまだ撮るんですか？
全部で5枚。いよいよないですね。
今度は目開けてます俺。
私もちゃんとした顔で。
I want to see this. What are you gonna do? Is this how it's gonna turn out? She's like pouting. Do you see that? She's pouting. And he's just like, looks like he's really trying to hold that dump in. Really trying hard. Okay, we can see the two of us making very serious faces. Is this an ID photo? Huh, is this enough? We're good with this.
先輩、大丈夫です？これ。
Well, those photos turned out awful, but they were really funny to watch.
撮ることに意義があるので。
なるほど。
In the end, those cute poses suggested by the painter were never once put to use. For the remaining shots, we make the same faces and do the same poses, and then the session ends.
落書きブースに移動するみたいです。
行きますか。
はい。
Exiting the photo booth, we head to a booth on the other side.
2人別々に落書きするんですね。
1枚ずつ落書きしていくみたいっすね。
項目たくさん。細かいですね。
So we can draw something, huh? Cocker, you know what has to be done. You have to do it. Every man, when he's given an opportunity to draw something, you know what you have to draw.
好きな目の大きさを選んで。
You have to draw a smiley face. What were you guys thinking? What are you looking at me like that for? I wasn't gonna say anything else.
すごく大きくなりますね。
Okay, Haruka, fine. You have to draw a dick, okay? What am I supposed to say when she says that? You have to draw a giant big one, okay? Gosh, terrible.
うわ。
Okay, I'm done.
気持ち悪い。つぶらな瞳の俺気持ち悪い。
I look hideous with my eyes all big and round like this. What do you mean your eyes are always big and round? You're an anime character.
かわいい。
Or at least the girls are. I feel like they usually draw a guy as a little like, I don't know, like almost more like narrow, I guess. Like it's not like too wide-eyed.
マジっすか？なんかすっげえ
Add
な。
atmosphere.
光の加減とかも変えられるんですね。すごい。
We're completely baffled by the multitude of options, but while I'm still feeling a little embarrassed, this is starting to get a bit fun. Senpai seems to be full of curiosity about the whole thing and keeps tapping various parts of the touch panel. Suddenly, Senpai's hands stop.
いろいろ落書きしたいけど、せっかくだからこのままがいいな。
全部同じポーズなんで、落書きするのとしないので分ければいいかも。
そうですね。
There you
好
go.
きに落書きしちゃっていいですよ。
じゃあ。
Frick, I don't have my wallet on me. I mean, I don't know if I'd show it on camera anyways, but I have like a little like... What are those photos you like kind of print out? I have one of those, my wife and I. The little, I forget what those camera things. Not the disposable cameras. I don't know what they're called. Scrutinize the panel. But you gotta have like a silly photo of if you're a couple, you know? You gotta have at least one. Even if I'm uncomfortable with stuff like this, doing nothing at all would kind of make me into a party pooper. Well, Senpai seems to be having fun, so I guess it's all good. I tried drawing a picture of a cat on the white area and adding a star. Then I draw cat ears on both of our heads. Senpai and I are turning out pretty cute. Can't let Sora find these under any circumstances. It's okay, she has a whole album of very compromising photos of you. It's a little weird. If she sees them, she'll seriously keep teasing us about this for the next 5 years. I don't even think it'd be 5 years. I think it'd be a lot longer than that. Because especially if they end up together and are married, she'll be talking about that to our kids.
できた。
Senpai smiles with satisfaction. Time limit is just about up, so we move on to the next step.
ちゃんと2人分もらえるんですね。
結構親切っすね。
Senpai and I decide how to arrange the photos in each of the frames and finally finish up. Exiting the booth, we go to wait for their photos to print.
どれくらいで、あ、出てきました。
Almost as if she were unable to wait a second longer, Senpai picks up the pictures.
どんな感じ？うお。
There it is, boys. There it is. Look how adorable this is. What is going on here? Look how cute this is. Oh, I like the cat he drew. Oh, frick, my camera's blocking it. Can I, like... I can do this. Look, guys. Look at that. I can, like, remove that in real time. That's so cool. There you go. I should probably do that more, because sometimes there's, like, something in an image that I would want to, like, show, but, like, my camera's blocking it. I wasn't sure if I could do that. But yeah, this is cute. I like this picture a lot. Peering over her shoulder, I'm shocked at the sight of my overly airbrushed face. It looks exactly the same to me, but... Except it looks pretty cute, but me, that's another person. Seppa starts looking around for something. With a gasp, she rushes over to a small table nearby. Using the scissors there, she neatly divides the pictures up.
どうぞ、新見さんの分です。
ありがとうございます。
I once again look at the photos. Couldn't I have made a better expression? Senpai was nervous as hell, but it shows in the funny look she had on her face. The edges of my lips twitch. Yeah, she's like pouting, and her lip like has those little lines, like it's quivering. Senpai also happily gazes at the photos for a while, then takes out her smartphone from her bag. Is she gonna take a photo of the photo with her phone? At first, I assumed she's doing something silly like that, but I'm wrong. She takes her phone out of the case and peels off one of the photos from the sheet. Then she carefully sticks the photo on the back of her phone. Slightly embarrassed, Signal whispered word. Haruka is so adorable. So cute. My heart noticeably skips a beat. My heart has raced multiple times in reaction to Senpai, but... I think to myself, that's how it is. This uncomfortable throbbing of my heart must mean I love her back.
私、惹かれるかもですが、こういう友達とする当たり前のことをずっとしてみたくて夢だったんです。
Well, sorry, before I respond to that, yes and no. I mean, I've gotten nervous around girls like that I haven't even liked when I was younger. So, I wouldn't say that means love, but maybe in this scenario it does. I feel like he was very nervous around her, and then clearly, you know, likes being around her, enjoys that. So perhaps, but I'm just saying there are some cases where that doesn't, just because your heart is beating around a girl might just mean you're nervous around girls. It doesn't necessarily mean you like them. But yeah, in this case, I definitely, for sure. Always dreamed about doing those things. You know, Commander's dreamed about doing a lot of these things too. We should do it with him, you know? He can third wheel.
付き合ってくださってありがとうございました。宝物ができました。
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, Haruka.
いえいえ。
I enjoyed it as well. It was good. Taking out my smartphone and removing the cover. Stick one photo in the back, just like Senpai
大事
did.
にします。
Ooh, we have matching photos in the back of our phones? How lewd. Can't look directly at her smile, so I avert my eyes. Not noticing my unease, Senpai grins at her phone. Geez, suddenly feeling self-conscious and having my heart race like a love-struck middle schooler? How cool is that? I Riley smile. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Is it Riley? Or Rolly? I have no idea. Every time that word comes up, like, I always panic, because I'm like, how the frick do I pronounce that? I'm just gonna say it. Nobody's called me out on it, but I'm always worried someone's going to. As I'm about to take my bag off my shoulder to put away the photos, I notice, rather, I couldn't help but notice. It's him.
先輩、
あ、はい。
あっちでゆっくり見ませんか。ジュースでも飲みながら。
Wait, is Yoichi here? I'm really curious because they're like introducing Yoichi and like talking about him quite a bit here at the end. It's not just like, oh, I wonder what happened to Yoichi or whatever, and we just kind of do our own thing. Like, they keep mentioning it, and Commander was coming up to us. They're getting ready for something. I don't know what it is quite. I'm very curious because it feels like this should be the time when you know, we're spending, you know, obviously time together, and it's like they keep mentioning him. I'm like, what's going on there?
そうですね。
Try to nonchalantly lead Senpai away from the
あ
area.
れ高坂じゃん。
Okay, so it's Komoto? Oh, it's him. Okay, okay. I know who this is. This is one of the guys that was bullying her when she was younger, that she's like deathly afraid of. Person calls out towards the guy who used to bully Senpai. He's got one companion in tow, and both of them are wearing school uniforms. How the frick do you... I don't know. I don't really remember people from my childhood that well. If I saw somebody, like, if I knew them pretty well, maybe I'd recognize them, but I wouldn't recognize everybody from growing up, you know?
河本
何してんの？
Komoto completely ignores me and speaks to Senpai, who's clearly terrified. He's got an obnoxious sneer on his face.
行きましょう。
ちょおい、なんだよ。冷たくね？
You freaking want to fight, my guy? Do you know how many artifacts we have now? We're not actually weak anymore, okay? We're not just on our own. Freaking I'll light your soul on fire. Watch me. Try pulling Senpai by the hand, but they go around us and cut off our escape. What a pain in the ass.
何？誰？小中と一緒だったんだよ。なんつうか、妹分っていうか、射程っつうか、世話してやってたんだよ。
Better watch yourself. I'll smack your mouth if you say that again. Talking to my girlfriend like that. Who does this guy think he is? The way Senpai is looking down at her feet, Komoto's friend could probably tell that she hasn't had a positive relationship. Her face is scrunched up like she's incredibly uncomfortable. How to deal with this? People like this, if you handle them poorly, are likely to stick to you like glue. Since they're clearly looking down on us, I guess we have no choice but to show them what we got.
どいてもらっていいっすか？
は？
帰りたいんで。
てかお前誰よ？俺高坂と話してんだけど。
Please, Kakaru, mess him up. Please.
どけよ。
は？
I'm so happy because Kakaru actually has like some abilities now. Like I feel like he's pretty strong.
おい、もうよせって。何？どうしたのお前？
懐かしいやつに会ったから昔の思い出を語りたいだけだって。何？こいつとプリ取ったん？
Oh no. No, Kakaru, stop this man. Oh my gosh. Don't let him do this. First, I'm even thinking of trying to take the photos back. However, I mean, I'm more than happy to let her solve this situation too. I mean, that'd actually be ideal, but I'm just saying, I feel like it's Kakaru as kind of the boyfriend, kind of not. I'm not sure where we're at right now, but I feel like he should do something. Senpai's shout stops my hand as I'm about to reach out. It's the first time I've ever heard Senpai raise her voice. I think we've heard her raise her voice before, but definitely it's very rare. In shock, I freeze up. Komoto is also in a daze, apparently caught off guard by her display of anger. So we've literally fought a god. Okay, we've literally fought Iris. Yet we're freezing up in a situation that could easily be solved by just doing anything.
なんだよ。
それ大事なものなんです。返してください。
But I mean, this is important for her. She needs to face up to this. She needs to do it for herself, I guess. That's kind of important.
は？こんなもんが大事って。
Senpai is glaring squarely at Komoto as he laughs derisively. The hand I'm holding is trembling. I could have backed her up. I could have jumped in and taken the photos back by force, but I decided to see how this plays out for just a bit more.
いつも私のものを取り上げたり隠したり。
は？お前、んなことしてたん？
ちげえって。
私たくさん意地悪はされたけど、お世話なんてされたことないです。
Okay, yeah, maybe we just don't need to intervene at all. Like, that would be
私は
ideal.
妹分でも射程でもないです。友達でもないです。懐かしくもない。思い出したくもない。返してください。それが私の大事な思い出なんです。
Freaking Haruka. Okay, tell him how it is. Mess him up.
お前、この子いじめてたんかよ。
I know. Can you imagine? I mean, I feel like, and I've said this before, kids are mean sometimes. Kids kind of bully each other, but this sounds like it was a very consistent, often thing. And it's like, I mean, if he felt bad about it now and he was nice, I wouldn't even second guess it, right? But he's still being a dick? Like, what is this? Do you have nothing better to do than just be a dick? Pressured by Senpai and his friends really his eyes at him. Komoto gets flustered. He's completely outnumbered. I think for just a second he might retreat, but soon I realize I gave him too much credit.
くだらね
Komoto crushes the photos in his hands. Excuse you? Reflexively, my hand reaches out.
おい
He beat
話
his
せよ
ass. Who does this guy think he is?
お前自分が何したか分かってんのか
Oh, we got the intense music. I'm sorry, I have to laugh a little bit because like we've had some really like intense, dangerous fights, and this is just Kakuro beating a guy up, which I'm all for it. I'm here for it. I want to see it. Grabbing Komoto's arm, I twist it upwards. The pictures
た
tremble out
か
of
が
his
プリ
hands.
で何熱くなってんの
たかが
He's like, those were kawaii photos. My guy, I mean, I said you had the artifacts. I said you had stuff, right? But I was kind of joking. You might not want to use that here. I was kind of joking. And I start slowly smoldering Komoto's arm in my grasp. I'm unable to control my raging emotions.
だよ
なんか言うことねえが聞こえてんだろ
Oh, Craig, should I be concerned? Should I be concerned here?
早く謝れよ河本。お前マジダセえぞ。
すんませんでした
声小せえよ
すんませんでした謝っただろ
うせろ
And well, yes, Kakuru, let's go. Tell him to run away. Get his butt out of here. Letting go of his arm, I push him aside. Komoto glares at me with tears in his eyes, but as soon as I glare back, he flinches and turns tail. Senpai crouches down and stares at the crumpled pictures. With trembling hands, she picks them up. She desperately tries to flatten them out and tries to put the bent stickers back in their places on the sheet.
先輩
Gosh dang.
あ
Is she gonna run? Oh no. No, don't run after him. That's when it happens. She gonna slap him? Instead of falling through the swing, she lowers it.
もう二度と話しかけないでください。
Okay.
は
もう二度と話しかけないで。わかったか。
デートを邪魔してすんませんでした。おい、行くぞ。
Do y'all see this face? She was serious. Dragged away by his friend, Komoto leaves in defeat. Sudden encounter with one of Senpai's greatest fears.
ゴースト
ああ、任せとけ。
Pick up the bag that I had left lying on the floor and approach Senpai as she continues staring in the direction Komoto left. What is he sending Ghost to do? Is he gonna send Ghost to beat him up again? She's standing firm, but she has tears in her eyes. Both her hands are squeezed in a fist. Senpai's trembling. Like, as hard as that is, I feel like she needed to do that at some point, though. She needed to kind of face her fear. Like, this isn't like some trauma in the past that she can't take back. Like, this is something that she can find, I guess, some kind of resolution now. Like, by confronting him and then, you know, feeling like she got back at him in some way. I'm not, like, saying revenge is, like, the way to go, but at least she's found some peace in it, I guess. You know, maybe not right away, but this experience will help her maybe like feel a little bit better, knowing like, okay, hey, I stood up for myself, and he's not going to talk to me again. So it'll leave you with some kind of peace there. Senpai lets out a deep sigh and wipes her tears. So, anyways, you still want to get something to eat, Haruka? I was expecting Kakuri just to say that. It's like, anyways. Not a great night, but, you know, food can help a lot of things. Couldn't just let her go home after all that, so instead we come to the park a short distance from the train station. I have Senpai sit on a bench while I put down our things.
飲み物買ってきますちょっと待っててもらっていいですか
Guys, this is like the perfect opportunity for them to start talking about their feelings. Just setting-wise, maybe not right after what just happened, but, you know, maybe if they can talk a little bit and get comfortable, then maybe it would be. Don't say a coffee.
お茶でいいですか了解です
Okay. I'm a bit worried about leaving Senpai alone, but I have a little something to take care of, so I head over to the vending machine. Talking to Ghost? Taking out my wallet, put some change in the slot. I feel a presence behind me. I press the button on the vending machine and move to retrieve the tea I brought. I speak to her.
話つけてきたぜ。つっても連れの方とだけどな。本人は全く喋んなかったが、ま、大丈夫だろ。
Oh, so you really did go back and beat him up.
本当か？
ああ、もう来ねえってよ。あのアホが来ようとしても止めるとさ。
何がしたかったんだあいつ。
連れの話だが、しょうもねえぜ。身内に彼女持ちが増えて焦ってんじゃねえか、だってよ。その話してた時目が泳いでたからガチだろうな。
Dang, okay, Ghost's getting the information here.
はあ？もしかして先輩に会うためにこの辺うろついてたのか？
だな。ラウンド2とかやたらと行きたがってた理由が分かったって。連れ
Wow,
が呆れてた
okay.
ぜ。
I mean, I understand being desperate or whatever, but really? Like, some girl you bullied years ago? You're trying to get with her now?
あれだろ。ガキの頃から気になってて、意地悪して気を引こうとしてたとかよ。
I mean, yeah, okay, like, that's not incredibly uncommon, I don't think. Not right to do, but...
今回も同じ手口で口説こうとしたが、反撃食らって玉砕ってわけだ。
I mean, but that's the correlation there. When you're in elementary school, you do stupid stuff like that, thinking it will work, and it doesn't. And then hopefully by the time you were in high school, you would have learned that. And apparently he didn't. So I guess tonight was a little awakening for him.
だな。アホだ。昔自分をいじめていたやつになびくはずねえのにな。笑えるぜ。
で、そのアホは？
この世の終わりって顔してたぜ。報復は、ま、ねえだろ。まだなんかあんのか？心配事。
アーティファクトの力を使っちまった。魔眼まで使いそうになった。
Holy crap, can you imagine if he just turned this dude to stone in the middle of the arcade in front of so many people? Do you know how bad that would have been? He would have got blamed for the other murder too. Like, oh my gosh, that would have been so
ま
bad.
た使いそうになったら俺を呼べよ。代わりにボコってやる。
Yeah, you just see her spawn out of nowhere, just beat his butt.
当事者の先輩
Oh
が
my
誰だ
gosh.
俺が暴力に訴えるのはな。
いいさ。あんまり一人で待たせんなよ。
あ
自分の分身に礼なんて言うなよ。じゃあな。
Don't say thanks to a split off portion of yourself. Ghost disappears after buying another tea at Return to Senpai.
すみません。
ありがとう。
Handing her one of the bottles of tea, I sit down next to her. Senpai stares at the label of the plastic bottle in a daze, then with some difficulty takes off the cap and raises it to her lips. After wetting her throat, she lets out a short sigh.
大丈夫ですか？
はい。大丈夫です。すみません。ずっと黙っていて。ただ、自分のしたことにびっくりしてて。まだ少し。
かっこよかったです、先輩。
そんな。全部衝動的な行動で。恥ずかしい。
No, I mean, you stood up for yourself. That's what you should be doing.
俺はかっこ悪かったですね。すみません。見ているだけで。
I mean, you were about to burn his hand, but...
いえ。新見さんがいてくれたから怖くなかったんです。
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like that whole event was a pretty big achievement for her, because she could have switched personalities too. She didn't do that. She could have just ran away, and she didn't.
私一人だったらきっと震えてるだけで何もできなかった。
No, you would have switched your other personality. That's what you would have done. But no, you did a good job, Haruka. Good. I'm like so glad you stood up for yourself. Like that was a big fear of hers, and for good reason. Takes out the crumpled pictures from her bag.
私だけのものだったらああってがっかりして終わったと思います。でも新見さんと一緒に撮ったものだから許せなくて、気がついたら怒鳴ってました。私あんな声出せたんだ。
これ
Take out my own photos and offer them to
俺のは無
Senpai.
事なんで。
いえ、私こっちでいいです。
でも
いいんです。見るたびに思い出せますから。
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of romantic. I like it.
私ちゃんと怖いことに立ち向かえたぞって
Yeah, okay. And I say romantic because it's kind of romantic that they had those photos together, right? But yeah, of course, it's also a reminder of what she was able to do. And I think she'll make that connection with Kakeru. Like, hey, being around Kakeru makes me feel more confident. It makes me feel like a better person. So I mean, that's always nice to have in a partner. You want someone who makes you feel like you can be yourself, and even better, be someone better than yourself, like a better version of you. I'm not saying become a new person. No, don't do that. But just become the best version of you can be.
だからこっちがいいです。一番大事なものはちゃんと守れましたし。
Taking off her smartphone cover, she looks steadily at the photo attached to her phone. She rests it with one
おーちゃんの言
finger,
った通りでした。
with her finger.
アーティファクトの力を使わなくても自分は変えられる。
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what everyone has to do.
一瞬人格変えたのかと思いました。
新見さんとゴーストさんをイメージして真似してみました。
俺もですか？
はい。本当はうせろって言いたかったです。
Oh, Haruka, you should have said it. That would have been so good. I would have loved to hear you say that. That would have been so funny. Freaking...
口悪いっすね。俺。
So good. I've been swearing a little bit lately. Like I don't usually like to swear too much, but I've been kind of swearing a little bit lately. And yeah, I've definitely told a few people that, maybe not to their face, but definitely said that because some people are just stupid, and it's like, no, just F off.
嬉しかったです。守ってくれて。私も
She
頑張
should
らな
have
きゃ
done
っ
it.
て
Would have
思
been
っ
so
て
good.
追いかけたんですけど、一発殴ってやるってそう思ったんです。
Yeah, it's probably best that you didn't, because he walked away. I feel like I don't know. Would you even say that's violence? I don't feel like violence is always the right way.
できなかったな。
I mean, Kakeru was already getting a little bit violent with him, trying to like burn off his hand or his soul.
よかったと思います。殴らなくて。
Yeah, I agree.
そうですね。暴力は良くないです。
I would say in like 95% of cases, violence is bad. There's definitely some where maybe it's good, because like violence sounds like it's like this really bad word, but I feel like if you like were getting attacked and you use self-defense, that would be considered violence, right? Like you're throwing hands, or you're using some kind of tool to defend yourself, like that would be considered violence. But I'm like, in that case, if you were protecting yourself when someone's attacking you first, I wouldn't say that's like bad. That's not bad. So I mean, violence can be, in the right circumstances, okay, I guess. But yeah, most cases, 95%, it is bad. I agree. A sad smile, she touches the photo again.
私が頑張れたのは皆さんと出会えたからだと思います。皆さんと出会って仲間にしてもらえて、一緒に笑って頑張って一緒に立ち向かった、その経験が私を強くしてくれたんだと思います。
Well, good.
イーリスに比べたら河本くんなんてことなかったです。
That is very true.
新見さんを失うかもって思ったあの時に比べたら何も怖くなかった。
Squeezing her phone, she raises her face and looks straight
変わ
at
る
me.
きっかけをくれたのは新見さんです。新見さんが私の手を取ってくれたから、私は前の私よりお姫様になりたいなってずっと思っていたけど、ただ待っているだけじゃ、ただ新見さんに守ってもらうだけじゃなくて隣にいたいんだって、自分の足で前に進まないと隣にはいられないんだって気がつけました。
That's good. It's nice that she's getting over this. I need someone to protect me. I need. She'd rather be equal, right? And I feel like that's how it should be. I mean, that's not to say that like in every scenario, as a couple, that you're going to be equal per se. What is it? You want to be equal, but not the same. Is what I'm trying to say. You don't being equal does not mean you each have the same things or the same qualities or the same strengths, but it just means that you're both valued the same. And I feel like as individuals and human beings and as a couple, you both should feel valued. Both of you should feel like you're wanted in that relationship, and both of you should feel like you're able to accomplish things. And so I feel like a part of this for Haruka and Kakeru, you know, as they're kind of like starting their relationship a little bit, they both need to feel like they're capable of standing up for themselves. And that's very important, you know. Sometimes it's nice when your partner goes and stands up for yourself. That's not to say you can't do something like that sometimes, but you should both feel like you're capable of doing something, right? Because you want to feel like you're strong. You want to feel like you're maybe a little bit independent, I guess. But that doesn't mean you still can't be a couple and still enjoy each other's company and things like that. But like I said, just you want both people in a relationship to feel like they're both valued. And you don't want it to be 50-50 though. You want it to be 100-100. You want both people to feel like they really matter. All right, that's my rant.
さっき頑張れたのは全部新見さんのおかげです。こんなこと言われたら引いちゃうかもしれないけど、
I don't know, what are you gonna say?
私を変えてくれた新見さんは間違いなくずっと憧れていた白馬のナイト王子様です。
Okay, this is good. So she's acknowledging this. I've kind of been saying that she's like kind of gotten over this white knight thing, but it's fine that she still sees him that way. Like, I have no problem with that. But I think she's realized, hey, I can be not just this helpless princess. I can be someone who can fight alongside of him while still being, you know, his princess or whatever, right? Like, you can have this fantasy where, you know, you have someone that comes to your rescue and stands up for you, but at the same time is your equal.
本当にありがとうございます。ありがとう。
先輩のこと好きです。
Let's go. Here it is, guys. See, I don't know. I find moments like this to be better than fight scenes. I live for romance, okay? I love romance. I love these scenes where it's just you're building up to something just wonderful, because I feel like love is like one of like the best feelings in the world. And whether you're experiencing it for yourself or watching it in a visual novel, like it's all great. It all makes you feel like so warm inside. Like, I love that feeling.
大丈夫ですか？聞いたことない音出ましたけど。
I don't think any of us have heard that sound before.
すみません。変な声出ました。わかります。
As a
友
friend.
達としてですよね。
Oh
そっち
my
です
gosh.
よね。わかります。
No, Kakeru, you need to drill this in. Like, you gotta double down.
いえ、女の子として。
I love you as a girl. Now she makes it sound like she's a kid on a kid's superhero show. I can't help but laugh. Why'd you say girl, guy? Like, you should have said woman. You gotta make her feel good about herself. You are a mature woman, okay? And I love you. Like, that's what you gotta say. Senpai's eyes are flitting all over the place. She checks in her bags, opens her bottle of tea, closes it again. She's acting totally weird.
だってあれ私カレーとかその他もろもろの妄想癖とかドン引きさせることしかしてなかったので絶対にダメだと。
Haruka, okay. I'm close. Haruka, you were the one who confessed to him first. Don't start backing out now, okay? Don't do it. Just let it happen.
ダメじゃないですよ。
You both know you like each other. It's confirmed now, okay? You both confessed to each other on separate occasions. Don't back away from it now.
ですか？
マジです。マジで言ってます。
Maji desu.
ドッキリではなく。
そんな悪質なことしませんよ。
Yeah, that would be such a dick move.
今ソラちゃんが飛び出してきたら
I might actually
逆に安心するかもしれません。
She's just like, surprise! She just jumps out of a cake or something.
迷惑でした。
そんなことただ驚きすぎて。
But no, like, I get it. She's probably never had somebody tell her that before. And I feel like if this was your first time having someone confess that they love you, like, that would be a huge moment.
私死ぬのでは。
死んじゃうなら撤回した方がいいですね。
Some of these lines are kind of sus sounding. I'm like, has the H-Dean started and I just don't know it yet? Oh, it just isn't able to get the words out, but Senpai's got tears in her eyes, just shaking her head like a little kid. So cute, I think I'm going to die. And then watch them just both die on the spot.
撤回しないでください。
しませんよ。冗談です。
よかった。一つだけいい
Gosh,
ですか？
her facial expressions just keep changing so rapidly. What would you like to ask?
はい。
もう一度聞かせてください。
Alright, Kakeru, this is when you say you can hear it as many times as you like. You'll hear it for the rest of your life. You just go in there real strong. Just nail it in. Before I managed to say those words without hesitation thanks to the momentum of the conversation. But having to say it again is quite embarrassing. But if Senpai wants me to... Yes. Yes. Please. The expression looks a little bit sad. I'm not trying to refuse her or run away. Kneel in front of Senpai and take her hand.
ナイトとか王子様とか先輩がそう思ってくれているならがっかりさせないように頑張ります。
Dang, Kakeru, even better than I imagined.
だから
You're actually being such a man right now. I'm so proud of you. Like, you're more manly than me.
これからも先輩のことを守らせてください。
This is very cringe, but at the same time, it's like incredibly romantic. So I'm here for it.
先輩の隣で精一杯かっこつけさせてください。先輩好きです。
Dang, okay.
俺と付き合ってください。俺のお姫様になってください。
Gosh dang, I can't believe he's saying this. I'm so happy right now.
返事
すみません。理想通りすぎて感動で涙が。
Like, I'm not saying this is the perfect way to confess to somebody. Like, I would never do this in real life. No, never. But, like, for her, I feel like this is perfect. So that's why I'm happy.
私もあなたが好きです。大好きです。私をあなたのお姫様にしてください。
Gosh, they're so boning tonight. I don't have the adult patch, but you know, if I did, that's what they'd be doing. Senpai smiles with tears pouring down her face. She had already confessed to me once, for right now, I could breathe a sigh of relief. The mere 10 seconds before I heard her response had left me full of unease. How many days have I put my answer on hold? Now I feel a sense of guilt. After making her wait for so long, I'll need to make it up to her. The beautiful hand I'm holding. Somehow I know what Senpai is waiting for. Now is not the time to feel shy, so I pull her hand close and gently kiss the back of her hand.
よろしく。俺のお姫様。
ふつつか者ですが、よろしくお願いします。
Now the two of us became a couple, and after being drunk on the atmosphere, I finally sober up. Remember the things I just did, the words that spilled out of my mouth. Blood of embarrassment makes my face burn. Not wanting to break the moment, I try holding out a bit more. I get too fidgety, and I can't do this anymore. Yeah, I mean, you got the fact that they're young. Okay, where's my thumb? You got the fact that they're young. You got that they're dating. You know, they're just like getting into a relationship. You know, you do some cringy things, especially when you're a little bit younger. You know, what's like a third? I don't know. They're just kind of embarrassed. They're probably getting a little bit. I mean, maybe not actually adrenaline, but it's gonna feel like that. They feel like they have more energy than they really do. Just because of the moment, they're excited, they're in love, and that's great. You know, that's a good thing. You sometimes will do some things you normally wouldn't do because you just feel like you have a lot of energy and you really want to impress the other person. You want to do something really special. The way I confess to Senpai must stay a secret no matter what, especially to my evil little sister. What if she actually does jump out and yell surprise? Oh my gosh. Can you imagine, like, just Miyako, Noah, Sora pops out, even for King Sophie. They're just like, oh, hey. That was cute. And then they just call us out for being cringe. While feeling a bit reluctant about it, I let go of Senpai's hand and stand up looking at my feet in embarrassment. And then... This is what I'm about, guys, right here. This is the best scene in this episode. I don't know what y'all are talking about, the other one. The other one was cool, okay? Don't get me wrong. This is the scene right here. This This is the heartwarming stuff. This is what is worth living for, okay? This and what comes after this are like some of the best things in life, I'll say that. There it is, guys. I love it. For an instant, I don't know what just happened. Senpai's warmth, Senpai's sweet scent, the soft heat that touches my lips. My brain seizes up and I can't think, but I know what I should do. Unconsciously, I wrap my senpai... I wrap my arms around Senpai's waist and embrace her. I feel her strongly with my lips, with my whole body. The time we're in contact with each other is not all that long, but to me it feels like an eternity. It feels like old time had stopped and there's just the two of us. While I want to stay like this forever, all good things must come to an end. Senpai's hot breath, her warmth lingering on my lips. Gosh dang, she's like crying. Reluctant to part with her, I once again try to close the distance between us, but... Senpai's eyes pop open, then she slips from my arms and takes a couple of steps back.
すみません。勝手に盛り上がってしまって。
Haruka, sweetie, you don't have to apologize. He wanted that. You wanted that. It's okay.
いえ、もっとしたかったです。
And then there's Kakeru. Okay.
めっちゃ人いますね。
Watch there just be a bunch of trees around them. There's literally nobody here.
本当だ。
This way of speaking is a bit out of character due to all of our excitement. There aren't a ton per se, but we did notice there are a fair amount of people in the area. Short ways off, a group of guys are glancing over at us and grinning. He's just they're over there, just like nice guy, nice my guy, go for it. They saw my confession just now. This is embarrassing.
帰りましょうか。
Senpai hesitatingly grabs my uniform light and pulls on it.
はい。
There is so an H scene coming up. I know there is.
すでに私の脳内では言葉にできないようなことが繰り広げられておりまして。
I wonder if her power is gonna like activate all of a sudden.
今日私帰りたくないです。
Just like when we kiss, my thoughts come to a halt. She doesn't want to go home. Doesn't want to go home. That means what it means, right? Yes, Kakeru. That's what that means.
俺ん家に。
Let's go home to my place. Okay. Dang, did you hear that excitement? She's just like, hi, let's do it, okay. Senpai's rather enthusiastic response makes me a bit embarrassed. My anticipation for what comes next also grows. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things growing in this next scene, I'm sure. Holding hands, we start walking back at a quicker pace than usual. Oh, to be young and in love. That's great.
お邪魔します。
We arrive at my place. For some reason, we're just standing there in the entry without taking our shoes off.
はい。
私さっきお姫様とか寒いこと言っちゃいましたが。
That's okay, he did too.
いや、先輩。それ寒いとか言われると。
すみません。私彼女ってことでいいんですよ。
Yes, Haruka, that's what that means.
もちろん。
つまり新見さんは。
はい。
つまりここは彼氏の家。
Yes.
ですね。
She's suddenly getting really excited. I'm not gonna rain on her parade by reminding Senpai that she's been here countless times before. Well, I kind of understand what she's feeling. After all, I'm not inviting my friend from school into my room, but my girlfriend. Yeah. There's no way I wouldn't get pumped for this.
じゃあお邪魔します。
どうぞ。
Senpai takes off her shoes and enters the living room. I follow a moment later. For some reason, she raises her hands and does a victory pose. I just said I understood her feelings, but Senpai is way too much of a free spirit. She's so excited about this, she's acting like crazy.
こんな日が来るなんて。神様ありがとうございます。
先輩。
When I peer at her face, she seems to snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh. I'm sorry. It literally just came out. I didn't even... Like, I just read the line, and it just... The next part just came out. Like, I had no control over that. Or at least I think she does, but the weird behavior continues.
一応お家に連絡はいたしまして。
That's good.
はい。さっきスマホ触ってましたね。
そうなんです。お母さんに彼氏ができましたと報告をいたしまして。
Oh no. Oh no. You let your mother know you're not gonna be home tonight and that you got a boyfriend. That just sounds so wrong. As a parent, I would be absolutely mortified if somebody told me that.
早いですね。もうしたんですか？
それで今日はお泊まりだとも報告いたしまして。
し、
頑張りなさ
You
いと
do my
お母
best.
さんが。
She's approved. She's like, all right, Haruka. Good job, sweetie. Do your best. Do what mommy taught you. Oh boy. She's gonna just start giving her advice, like, oh, well, me and your father, we do this. And Haruka's just like, what? What an open family the Kosuke household is.
それで
はい。
私うざいですか？
急にテンション落ちましたね。
いえ、新見さんがドン引きしてる感が。
いえいえ、大丈夫ですよ。
そうですか。よかったです。
何か言いかけてません？
はい。お願いがいくつか夢があって、そのうちのいくつかはもう叶ったんですが、もう一つ今叶えてもいいですか？
Depends what is it.
俺ができることなら。
一緒にお風呂入りませんか？
Oh, frick. Okay.
お風呂？はい。一緒に？
お風呂でイチャイチャするシチュエーションに憧れがあり。
Is this gonna be in the H scene, or am I gonna get to see this? Do I have to censor anything, guys? What's going on?
イチャイチャ。それは
裸ですね。
Yeah, that is what that means generally. I don't know. Cafe Stella, they were like wearing towels or something.
婚約の約束はしてないですね。でもフラグ回収的な感じでいつか入りたいなって。
Yeah, I remember that the hot spring scene very well. That was quite interesting, to say the least. But I enjoyed it. It was cool. It was very interesting CG. I'll say that.
ダメでしょうか？
入りましょう。
Let's do it.
入りましょう。一緒に。
Kakeru is like all on board with this. He's like, you're finally speaking my language right now. Like, yes.
じゃあ。
そうですね。脱がない。
You just see Kakeru just ripping off his clothes. He's just going for it. He's so excited.
シャワーだけでいいです？
いえ、できれば一緒に湯船に。すみません。
Oh boy, oh boy. Are they just gonna skip over that? I feel like they're just gonna skip over this. Yeah, the bath changed my clothes and go to the living room. Haruka's already dressed too and is now squatting near the table. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I really should put on the H patch because I'm like sure that whole scene there would like something would happen. I'm like tempted to go back. Should I go back? Okay. I'm gonna save right here. I'm gonna see how bad it is real quick and then maybe we'll go do it. Okay, we'll see. Let me pause the video right here. I think I do have the H patch. I just didn't like put it in the folder because like I got it ready though if I wanted to use it. Okay, guys. You've been wanting me to do this for a while, so here you go. I'm gonna do it. After an interminable wait, the water gets hot and the two of us enter it. Well, we may have to censor that. I'm gonna have to censor this a little bit because they're showing quite a bit here, but there's nothing like too bad in here. Like they're not showing anything crazy, but I am gonna have to censor this a little bit. Sitting together in a small bathtub, utterly silent. There's nothing but dead silence. I have no idea what to talk about in the first place, and our bizarre positions aren't helping. I had Senpai enter first, and I entered the bathroom after. Senpai had squished herself into a ball to fill half of the tub. I think the correct move would have been for me to enter the tub as if I were going to hug her from behind, but I couldn't. Not sure what I was thinking, but somehow I ended up with my back to Senpai, hugging my knees. I kind of like the position, like if you're sitting in a bathtub with somebody else, where you like kind of put your legs past each other and you're just kind of chilling, so you can like kind of look at each other and talk. But I mean, if you're trying to like do something like fooling around, I guess might be a different position. Well, I have my reasons. I can't bring myself to look at her directly. I don't have the guts to touch her bare skin, and the biggest one, that my little trooper is already in a heck of a stage. No way I can show it to her or press it against her. Oh boy, what the hell am I doing? Why am I reading this, guys? Hey, at times like these, what do boyfriends do? Yep, I've got no clue. So nervous to turn to complete wimp. I know I'm quickly getting dizzy. Even Senpai, who has been raring to go until now, seems nervous. Or maybe she was dismayed at my pathetic behavior. No, of all people, Senpai wouldn't be like that. I try to reassure myself with that thought. Our backs are touching. We could feel each other's bare skin. For a couple who had done nothing more than hold hands and kiss so far, this was way too much stimulation. Will the day come when we're so useless we won't even be able to think about it? I hope we can keep being together until we get to that point. I'd like that. I don't know. I feel like my wife actually wishes we could go back to the days where we were like less comfortable with each other, and it was just more like, I don't know. Because once you've been married for, you know, a couple of years, you're just like, you know, sure, we're naked, whatever. But I think for some people, like, this stage is the best. Like when you're just like learning to get comfortable with each other, and it's kind of like when you're a kid and you want to like get older really quick. Don't rush it. Just enjoy it while it lasts, you know? Well, I think about how this fluttery feeling can someday disappear. It seems sort of precious and important.
頭がぼーっとしてきました。
俺もです。
言い出しておいてなんですけど、裸って恥ずかしいですね。
ですね。
今、人格変わっちゃおうかなって少し思ったんです。
Can you imagine what would happen if she did that? Her other personality that's way more straightforward?
新見さんは私と私。
Imagine if there was an option right now. Gosh. Of course, I like the senpai here right now, but that's probably how I should answer. But I hesitate. Does she want me to reject the version of herself artificially created using her powers? Does she want me to validate her true self? If that's what she means, I would have answered immediately. But I have a feeling that isn't it.
私の方苦手ですか?
I would just tell her you're comfortable with you're comfortable with either version of her.
いや、苦手じゃないですよ。なんていうか、もう一人の先輩は先輩の大人の部分って感じがします。
大人の部分？
こう、なんだろう。表現が正しいのかわかんないけど、妖艶というか、俺をからかってる時とか。
嫌じゃなかったですか?
He's saying he really likes that side of you. He really likes the side that like is a little bit more of like a dominatrix. That's what he's trying to say.
めっちゃ照れますけど、嫌ではないですよ。それとストレートに好意を見せてくれてるわけじゃないですか。嬉しいですよ。
嫌われてなくてよかったです。
嫌いませんよ。先輩ですもん。
ずっともう一人の自分ってそう言ってましたけど、だからよかったです。
どっちの先輩も好きって言い方は。
いえ、めんどくさいこと聞いて力に頼りすぎないようにしようって思ってはいるんですけど、力で作った人格は理想じゃなくて、もともと持っている部分を表に出しただけと。
なんとなくわかります。
よかった。だから私を否定しちゃうと私の否定になっちゃって。
Yeah, I guess in a sense you could say that.
私も私どっちも好きになってもらえたらいいなって。私なんでこんな話してるんだろう。
嬉しいですよ、俺。先輩がたくさん喋ってくれるようになって。
そうですね。最初電話すら拒否ってましたもんね。
俺威圧的らしいんで。というか実際手紙もらった時態度悪かったんで、怖がらせないようにって思ってました。
Yeah, I mean, Kakeru definitely was like trying to kind of walk through a minefield with that. He was trying not to like upset her or be rude, you know. I guess in his own words, he was a little bit rude, but he was just trying to approach her. He just wanted to be her friend and be nice. Nothing wrong with that.
最初は怖かったですけど、すぐ怖くなくなりました。
恋人のふりとかしましたね。
That was nice. I like that.
本当に恋人になれるなんて。
びっくりですね。
Literally everyone watching this game knew that.
私あの時から新見さんのこと好きでした。
マジっすか。なんつうかありがとうございます。俺はいつだろうな。
名前
え
先輩は嫌です。
What if he's into that though? What if he wants to call you senpai?
名前呼んで
はるかさん。
呼び捨てって
あ
年上なので、その外では先輩とかさん付けでもいいです。
You guys are sitting naked right now in a tub together. You don't have to use honorifics, okay? Just call each other's names, okay? You guys are close. you guys are quite literally pretty close.
二人きりの時は呼び捨てがいいです。
はるか。
Throwing up my courage, I try addressing her. Unexpectedly, I get no reaction out of her. I'm a bit worried.
すみません。嬉しすぎて意識が飛びかけました。
No, that's probably the heat. You probably should get out of the tub.
俺も
はい。
下の名前で。
呼び捨てですか。
先輩の違った。はるかの呼びやすいので。
Oh, aren't you guys cute? You're just so embarrassed about using honorifics.
かけるさん。
照れますね。はるか。
すみません。また意識が飛びかけました。
Are you sure you're okay? That doesn't sound too
湯
good.
の温度を低めにすればよかっ
そうですね。暑いですね。
た。そろそろ出ますか。
ですね。
先にどうぞ。見ないようにするんで。
Honestly, I feel like this scene wasn't too bad. I am, and you guys are gonna see. I'm probably gonna censor her butt. I'll probably censor that because I'm like, I don't know about that one. And then obviously I'm censoring her boobs. But like they're not even showing anything. Like there's really nothing like too crazy in this scene. I feel like I wouldn't censor at all, but just to be safe, I'm going to.
別
They
に
totally could have kept this scene in.
やっぱり恥ずかしいですね。じゃあお先に。
Because this isn't even like H scene to me. This is just a scene where it might be portrayed as a little bit lewd. Marco's warmth disappears from behind me and the water splashes. She stands up, catching my eyes wanting to follow the color of her skin at the edge of my field of vision. Haruka leaves the bathroom. For now, I'll stay here until Haruka is finished changing. Sitting in bath water that Haruka, my girlfriend, is soaked. Oh my gosh, no, he's like, frick, I'm gonna bottle this. I'm gonna water cool my computer with this water. While struggling to keep myself from doing anything perverted, I wait, highly uncomfortable. Don't worry, I'm sure y'all are gonna have some kind of scene. After I get out of the bath, I see that Haruka is already sitting by the bed waiting for me. Okay, are we back to normal, or is this still H scene? I'll have to see. I prepared the dress shirt she wore before, like she asked, but for some reason she's still in her school uniform instead. As I think to myself, it's kind of a shame, maybe my disappointment is showing on my face, so Haruka begins to explain.
空気を読めない上にどうせ無意識にぶち壊してしまうので言ってしまおうと思うのですが。
はい。
しますよね。
We're gonna do it, right? Doesn't see anything more, instead glances at the bed. I'm ready to go and all, but I can't give her a straight. Why, yes we are, ma'am. Instead, I get flustered, not hesitantly.
ちょっと考えまして。私3年生なんです。
Okay, what does that have to do with this?
学生生活、受験勉強のこととか考えると、実質もっと少ないかもしれないです。つまり、合法的に制服を着られるのはあと1年もないというわけで。
Dang, that's some kinky stuff she wants to do in the school uniform, huh?
ですね。要するに。
It's taking me back to May's route in Cafe Stella. Marco looks down and starts fidgeting, perhaps out of embarrassment. But then she looks up straight at me as if she's overcome it. Her eyes glow with a fiery passion.
最初は制服がいいなと。
This is appealing to the male fantasy right here. She declares a desire to me of conviction. I see.
すみません。いつも変なことばっかり。
If there's just like a straight up sex scene, I'm just gonna go over that, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
わかります。
The other scene was fine. I wanted to show that because that's just more story, right? Like that, that should be just included. But this, if they're just gonna straight up,
本当ですか？
just gonna skip over that.
はいよーくわかります。
Freaking Cocker is getting fired up. He's like, a school uniform. I understand. Yes, this is important that we do it.
よかったです。ドン引きさせたかと。
That's literally like every guy's fantasy. What do you mean?
大丈夫です。じゃあ俺も着替えた方がいいですよね。
彼氏の家に来ている感があるので、かけるさんはそのままでいいです。
You're just gonna take it off anyways. What does it matter?
でも、かけるさんも制服の方がいいなら着替えていただいても。
Wow, you guys are perverted.
じゃあこのまま。
Maybe Haruka's really turned on right now. I feel pressured since she's talking much faster than usual. We're about to engage in the act, but is it okay to do it with such an off-putting mood? Well, maybe this is how it goes. For me and for Haruka, our arousal and desire for each other win over the anxiety of this being our first time.
じゃあ
Haruka moves over to the bed and sits down, and I also get on the bed and sit across from her. I'm just waiting for the moment I have to pause the video and just cut it there. Because I'm like, I know what's coming up. Probably noticed. Yeah, I'm sure she did. I'm unable to suppress my arousal, but it's about to explode any minute. Normally we'd set the mood by hugging, kissing, all that stuff, but we're rushing so fast into it, we don't have time to set the mood like that. Oh, okay. We're just gonna cut it here, okay, guys? Because I'm not sure how far this is gonna go. We're just gonna call it at that. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I like cut it there real quick. So I'm like, oh boy, there's some stuff going on. I'm just like pressing the skip button. I'm just like, oh yep, that's what's going on. Yep. It's still beating fast. Whoa there! Just as I finish putting on my underwear and pants, Haruka holds me in a tight embrace. Oh gosh, am I gonna have to cut this again?
くっついてないと。
Then should we stay like this forever? Let's get some delivery, then we can just stay here the whole time. You wanna go out?
いえ、すみません。ふと冷静になって、ナチュラルに抱きついた自分に。
Took advantage of the situation and groped your wrist.
かかま。
Sorry, y'all. I'm like kind of jumping around here because I don't know. I don't want to read something or show something. You know, I'm like making sure I'm okay. I know. I mean, I'm gonna edit it, of course, but change files and get off the bed onto the floor. I boot up my laptop and navigate to a food delivery site. As we embrace, I skim through the page.
精のつくもの。
Yeah, I'm sure. Really raring to go, huh?
すみません。性欲を持て余してます。
Yeah, I just kind of skipped ahead to make sure they weren't about to do another H scene. I'm like, oh boy. We look at each other and smile once again. Just by making love once, the distance between us has us instantly closed. This is the present we secured for ourselves by putting an end to Iris's ploy. It's not over yet. There may be still trouble waiting for us around the corner, but no matter what's waiting for us, I want to love and protect her. How about some Chinese?
中華、いいですね。
Freaking, I could eat some Chinese right now. That sounds kind of good. Such are the thoughts that go through my head as the two of us cuddle together while we look at the monitor. Okay, that should be it. I just wanted to make sure nothing else was going on in there. Gonna have to edit that carefully. Make sure nothing slipped. Hold up. Where's the? I want to change that back. I like this one better.
おはようございます。
Ohio. Haruka smiles the first thing I see when I open my eyes. That alone is enough to make me happy.
いつ起きました？
さっきです。寝顔が可愛かったので、
It's not creepy at
眺
all.
めてました。
恥ずかしいな。
She smiles and ruffles my hair. Throw my arms around Haruka and bury my face into her chest. I just wanted to do no particular
か
reason.
けるさん、実は甘えん坊さんですね。
Hey, my man just wants to be happy, you know?
今まで甘えられる
It's a natural thing to like boobs, okay? It really is. No one's ever wanted to indulge me before, so.
よしよし。
She pets my head again. You know, I'm not usually this happy about being treated like a child.
一人暮らしはいつからしてるんですか？
1年の時からですね。
一人の時間が長かったから飢えていたんでしょうか？
Now, I wonder if they show this scene if I didn't have the H patch installed. Because it has that shirt, and they censored the other scene that had it. Which is kind of crazy to me, because I feel like you're missing out. But no, it's probably just her in her uniform, right? It's not going to show this shirt, but it'll probably have this dialogue. That's probably right. Because I'm like, yeah, I feel like knowing why he lives alone and stuff is kind of important to the story.
なのかも。包容力とかそういうのよくわかんないですけど。
包容力。それなら。
I don't think your other version is the
もっ
best
と
one.
落ち着きますか？
I don't feel like that other version of you is compassionate. Argus' tone of voice shifts. Gosh, can you imagine if they had the H scene with her in it? Okay, yeah, I saw the H scene. Like, I'm not really afraid of seeing that kind of stuff. Obviously, I cannot show that on YouTube. I would never, I'm even censoring it. I would never show that, but to deal with the other Haruka now. But you know, I'm married. I'm not trying to look at that. You know, I'm happy.
それがお望みです。
主導権握られると。
ずっとリードしていただいていましたから。攻守交代ですわね。
I'm gonna have to cut this out too, guys. How many H scenes is there? Is there gonna be like 3?
たまにはそういうの。
存分に甘えてくださいましね。
甘えろって言われるとどうすればいいのか。
One second, my wife's having some trouble for our kid. I can hear it. I'm gonna pause the video real quick.
精神年齢をとことん下げてみるとか。
赤ちゃん言葉とか
できます？
そこまで自分を捨てられないな。
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird.
じゃあ言葉はそのままで行動だけ赤ちゃんっぽくしてみるとか。
Also kind of weird.
行動。
まだまだ理性が残っていらっしゃいますね。
自分を捨てて赤ちゃん帰りってのは。
そうね。
Haruka smiles seductively while thumbing one of the buttons on her shirt. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to censor from here, aren't I?
こうすれば本能に従いたくなりませんか？環境設
Like,
定です。
maybe I should go back to this window. My words are caught in my throat. Without needing to hear me speak, Haruka knows I won't be repelled by this rejector. Must be making one hell of a face right now. I can feel it. Can't quite put it into words, but it's great. It's awesome.
さあ、どうぞ。
Haruka pats her lap. I'm so dumbfounded that she has to smile and pat her lap again to prompt me to come.
どうぞ。
膝枕
God bless. That'd be so nice.
はい。
いいんですか？
ええ、どうぞ。
Last week, I blushed at the betrayal my voice has committed against my pride. Well, it can't be helped. Getting to lay on your head on your girlfriend's lap is every man's
失
dream.
礼します。
Also, for y'all that haven't had a real relationship before, this is not how it goes, okay? Like, you will not, don't go into it expecting this to happen. This won't, okay? I just don't want anybody to be disappointed. Like, you might get into something, but I don't think it's gonna be the first night that you're official, right? Maybe not for maybe for some people it is, but for me it was not, so. And you probably don't want it to be. You ease into it, okay? It's not a race, guys. You know. Get up and clumsily make my way to Haruka. My heart. Now this is one hell of a view, if you could call it that. I can see Haruka's face because her chest is so close. Now that I'm up close and personal, I can say for sure she's big. I can almost see it now. Come on, just a little bit more. You guys literally just had an H scene. What do you mean? You're exactly like you're just seeing them for the first time. But they have a headrest in her lap. I can't think of anything else but her chest. But man, I want to see and touch. Haruka laughs. Has she seen right through me? I wouldn't be surprised if she has.
とっても元気ですわね。
Oh yeah, this will get a man going for sure. Haruka points to my exposed lower body. Start running my mouth with excuse to cover up my shameful display.
いや、それは朝立ち的な。
朝立ち？
寝起きは勝手に立つんです。はい。
Yeah.
あら。
Because your bladder's full.
そうでしたの。そのような気分にさせてしまったのなら、責任を取ってご奉仕せねばと考えていたのですが。
Yeah, no, it's just a natural thing. Old guys get it. Old guys get it. It's fine. Sorry, I accidentally paused the video and I kept going. I was like, wait a minute. Could amend my statement. Goodbye, sense of shame. Wow, okay. There was a lot of H scene stuff after that. Okay. Yeah. I see where they put all the the CGs that have movement and stuff. Yeah, I see where they did that. Because I thought, like, oh, the CG with her using her powers and stuff was cool. I really liked that. And, you know, her hair was flowing and stuff. I see where the other ones are. They're not in the main game. You gotta have a patch installed to see those. Interesting. Okay, and let me tell you, she's not using her artifact for that. Head to this train station after lunch for dinner. Alright, we're going back to this one now that I'm over all that crap. I'm gonna have to do some editing. I'm like, oh boy, there's some stuff. Yeah. Haruka asked if she can go home for a while to get changed.
じゃあ、すぐ戻ってきますので。
家まで送っていきますよ。
でも、
昨日のこともあるので。
Ghost said that creep wouldn't try to get revenge, but how am I not supposed to worry? I wouldn't be concerned if they came from different towns, but the fact they went to the same elementary school as Haruka probably means they frequent the same train station. There's a high chance of them running into Haruka again. Least I can do is take her back to her house.
でも、わざわざ送ってもらうのは申し訳ないですし、私にはエデンがあるので、
Yeah.
大丈夫だと思います。
As long as it's not against like a user or something, she'd be chilling. She's not wrong there. They'd probably never meet if Haruka willed it using her powers. That's not really what's gnawing at me right now. As her boyfriend, I should walk her home, and I feel really lame for not being able to do that. I call out Ghost. Haruka's probably worried too.
ありがとうございます。
She agrees to let Ghost go
俺
with
な
her.
らこき使ってもいいってか。
Hey, don't be complaining. You're my hired help, okay?
頼むよ。はるかを一人にしたくない。
冗談だよ。
Ghost holds out her right hand.
無一文じゃ電車乗れねえだろ。
ああ、そうだった。
Dang, we should have summoned her on the train. Take a rail, pass out of my wallet, and give it to
ど
her.
うも。んじゃ行こうぜ。
はい。多分1時間か2時間くらいで。
了解です。
勝手に今日も泊まるつもりでいたんですが。
Maybe it's best if you don't. I saw what happens when you stay the night, okay?
俺もそのつもりですよ。
よかった。
待ってます。
はい。
イチャついてねえでさっさとしろよ。
はい。じゃあ。
Haruka turns around to follow Ghost. I wait until the figures disappear into the station before heading back home myself. Happens not long after I reach home. I'm wondering whether Haruka got back safely when my phone starts ringing and take it out and see who it's from. Haruka.
はい。
よう。
あれゴーストか。
俺を呼んで正解だったな。あいつ、名前なんだっけ？
Oh, interesting. Okay.
河本か？
そうそいつ。はるかんちの近くをうろついてやがった。
We can beat him up. Make sure he never goes there again.
はるかを探して。
さあな。ただそいつんちとはるかんちはなんつうの学区の端と端だから普通はこっちに来ねえってよ。
何かされたか？
いやこっちに気づいてなかったしな。
そっか。
どうする？俺が話をつけてやってもいいぜ。
はるかはなんて言ってる？
偶然かもしれねえしほっとけってよ。
That's a pretty big coincidence.
俺としてはどうにかしたいところだが。
因縁つけてきたらとっちめる。それでいいか？
ああ、頼む。
まだうろついてるかもしれねえからちょっとこっちでゆっくりしてくわ。
了解。
あとははるか俺ん家に泊まることになってっから。
What, that ghost has her own place?
アホがうろついてるのを理由に怖いから落ち着くまで外泊するってはるかが親に話したんだよ。
あ
あ。でバカ正直に恋人んちって言ったら父親の方がすんげえ顔になってよ。
Oh, okay. I was so confused. I'm like, Ghost has her own place? Like, isn't her place just my place?
怒った。
逆だよ。落ち込んでた。だから俺んちってことにしといた。
そういうことか。わかった。
いいって。別に今話すことじゃねえん。
どうした？
俺にもなんか名前つけてくれねえか？普通の。
Yeah, she's just going around as Ghost.
ゴーストって名前はまあ別に嫌いじゃねえよ。お前の分身っつうか幻影っつうかそういう意味だろ。
I got the perfect name for her. From now on, you shall be dubbed as Pac-Man. Just kidding.
ただよ、身内以外にどう名乗ればいいんだよ。ゴーストですって寒すぎだろ。
あ
はるかのやつ、俺を親になんて紹介したと思う？
あ、なんて？
友達のゴースーコちゃんです。
Go Suko.
笑ってんじゃねえよ。んだよスーコって。とっさの思いつきにしてもひどすぎんだろ。
考えとく。
頼んだぜマジで。ま、こっちは任せとけ。
ああ、任せたぞ、スーコ。
死ね。
あ、
I don't really know what Suko means, but it's just funny because it pisses Ghost off, so I enjoy it. I'm sure Suko has like some negative connotation to it, or else she wouldn't be like so annoyed by it. Showing up, I was gonna ask her to put Haruka on the line. Oh, she said she'll be back by tonight, but still. Komoto, I sure hope it really isn't just. It really is just a coincidence. If he hasn't given up yet, then things are gonna get messy. I'll have to think of a plan just in case. Just when we finally wrapped up stuff with virus and the petrification incident too, these problems just keep popping up. We can pay him a visit. We have the eye. No, that's terrible. I'm just saying we could. We could do that. Haruka returns by nightfall, like Ghost said. And I suppose that's good, but... Gosh, why are you so exhausted? I thought she was getting a change of clothes, but looking at it now...
どうしたんすか？
ちょっとしたいことがあって。
I mean, we've already kind of done those things. What do you mean?
一緒にゲームしたいん。
ゲーム？
テレビ、ないみたいだったので、
Okay.
モニターを持ってきました。
モニター？え？モニター？
古いので、発色良くないんですけど。
いやいや、え、呼んでくれれば。
それは申し訳ないので。
俺が持つっつってもこう言って渡さねえんだよ。そのせいで死にかけてやがる。
思ったより重かったです。
俺運びますんで、休んでてください。
すみません。
Wow, she brought a whole computer monitor over. Wonder how heavy this monitor is. I mean, I feel like my computer monitors are pretty heavy, but one of my computer monitors has like a pretty heavy duty stand. It's like the one where you can like tilt it and raise it and stuff. The other one, my nicer monitor I use is my main one, and it's got like some weight to it. I mean, you want it to like stay in spot, right? But yeah, they're both pretty chunky, I guess. Depends on what kind of monitor she's got.
まだなんかあるか？
I doubt she's using a monitor you'd want for gaming. I mean, both of these are pretty much made for gaming and stuff like that.
ああ、いや、ありがとう。
I was kind of thinking about that tonight. I'm like, man, I play a lot of visual novels, and you know what I'm running? I'm running a 3070. I bought it, like, I got really lucky, like, back when they were, like, incredibly hard to find. Got really lucky and got it for, like, you know, MSRP and all that. That was, like, probably the most expensive GPU I've ever bought. I mean, it was, like, $500, but... I mean, I know that's not expensive compared to, like, the 3090 or whatever, but $500 for me was a lot. I was like, holy crap.
じゃあな。
Call back Ghost and proceed to carry Haruka's stuff to the living room. But my point about the 3070 was I'm sitting here playing visual novels, and I look at the specs, and they're like Intel Pentium or Intel Dual Core 2 or something, like from like 10, 15 years ago, and I'm like, dang, I have such like a nice system to play these. Like way more than I need. Imagine using a nice GPU to play a 2D visual novel game. It's so ironic to me. She looks like she brought her monitor and her game console with her. I mean, that's pretty cool. She wants to play some games. Let's do it.
とりあえずここに置いときます。
すみません。ありがとうございます。先に着替えても。
Yeah, go ahead. Rushes down to take off her shoes and gets up again. Marcus starts taking off her clothes like I'm not even in the same room. Do my best not to look, but I catch a few glimpses anyways. Marcus keeps going without a care in the world, and she's now taking off her underwear too. She just puts my shirt on over her creamy skin. Marcus sure got used to me fast. Then again, she never really objected to showing me her naked body. I'm happy that I get special treatment, at the same time I feel a little sad that she's not embarrassed at all by my presence. Haruka stops buttoning her shirt and looks at me. Gosh, there's so many things with the adult patch that I have to worry about now, guys. This is why I don't do this.
はいはい。
前開けるのと閉じるの
I feel my face burning when she asks that question, but I take it into serious consideration. Close is pretty good in itself, however.
開けてる方で。
わかりました。じゃあこのままで。
Haruka nods vigorously. Oh. Gosh, that scared me. My computer chair just like drops. I don't know why. Like sometimes it just loses air and it just like dips and it like dipped and it just scared me. Gosh. I like my heart going. I was like, oh, I'm falling. My brain recognizes the conversation as absolutely stupid if I ignore it for the time being. Being honest with each other's desires is good enough for us.
モニター、テーブルの上に置いてもいいですか？
Gosh, they're really just showing this.
大丈夫ですよ。
すみません。お願いします。
Move the stuff on the table aside to make room for Haruka's monitor. You can almost see it because the cloth's just draped over her body. I won't say what, but yeah, I can see it. Nice.
よいしょ。
俺やりますよ。
ありがとうございます。あと。
Plug in the power cable along with the other interconnects. The console is now sitting right next to my monitor. Haruka turns it on like she can't wait to play.
いつも私の要望ばかりで申し訳ないのですが、恋人と一緒にゲームしたいなって、
No, it's fine. It's fine.
協力プレイできたらなって思って、やったことあるかもですが、面白いゲームをいくつか。
Haruka suddenly shouts. Her eyes widen as she frantically starts rifling through her
どうしま
luggage.
した？
かけるさん、
Do you forget the games?
あ
1個しかない。
え？
コントローラー1個しかないです。
Aw, you failed. What is this?
すみません、忘れちゃいました。
She slouched in disappointment while clutching the controller. Haruka looks halfway dead. She must have really been
買
looking
いに
forward
行き
to
ま
it.
す？
ダメです。コントローラーめちゃくちゃ高いんです。
Yeah, some of those controllers are like $50, $60, $70. I'm like, oh my
そう
gosh.
なんですか？
6000円くらいします。
高っ！
この部屋にはない。
ないっすね。俺据え置きのやらないからな。
Alright. Here you go. You can borrow mine. I got this one. I got a wireless one. Which one you want? I don't even own a console.
すみません。
じゃあ俺見てますよ。せっかく持ってきたんだし遊ばないと。俺見てるの好きなんですよ。
You watch
結
Let's
構実況
Plays.
プレイとかもよく見てますし。
Interesting. Have you ever heard of the certain channel, Justinforsure? It's pretty cool. I like it. It's a good channel.
実況プレイ。
Haruka's mood
ホラ
brightens
ー
up.
とか嫌いですか？
It's funny because when I was a kid, okay, and I was like pretty shy, I liked watching other people play. But now that I'm older, I still like watching people play, but it has to be certain games. Like horror, I would definitely watch somebody play that rather than me play it myself. But yeah, like I used to watch my friend play Pikmin on the GameCube. I really liked watching him play that because he was pretty good and he like actually knew what he was doing. And I had no, I probably would have like lost all of mine, but he was really good at it. So I remember doing that. And then I grew up just watching Let's Plays. Like of course, like Chugga Conroy was probably, and I know a lot of people say this, but he was a big inspiration for me starting my channel because I used to do Pokemon and stuff. I'm sure y'all can see. I need to change my profile picture. I'm trying to move away from Pokemon, but that's how I started doing it. And I've had this channel since 2009.
ああ、
Long time.
よく見ます。自分ではできないけど、他人がやってるのを見るのは楽しい的な。
It is pretty fun watching other people play. It depends on the game. It depends. It's really interesting to me that people have already played this game like to watch me play it. I'm like, I don't know if I would rewatch a game that I've already seen. I feel like, for me, I don't know if I would do that. But I do appreciate those of y'all who have played it and like are interested in like seeing my reactions. I think that's really cool. I will say I've done that. I've been watching somebody play Danganronpa, and I've already played Danganronpa. So I guess it depends on the person. You guys must really like me if you're rewatching the game just to watch me play. I will say that, so I'm flattered. Because I would only watch it if I really liked the person.
じゃあ買ったけどまだ遊んでないゲームがあって。あった、これです。 2年くらい前のゲームなので知ってるかもですが。
Oh boy, what game is this?
ああ、タイトルは知ってます。でも内容は全然っすね。
よかった。じゃあこれやりましょう。雰囲気出してもいいですか？
Go ahead.
雰囲気
真っ暗にしたいです。
いいっすね。カーテン閉めます。
お願いします。
It's a horror game she's never played before. Ooh, it's dark. Got the curtains closed, blocking up a stray light coming from outside. Now the atmosphere is perfect. I've thought about playing like some horror games or something like on my channel. Never done it. I actually started recording one with my wife, actually. And it turned out the game was just kind of meh. I was like, what is this? Is it even good? And, so I never ended up uploading that video. But you guys could have saw me and my wife getting scared. That would have been fun. Sit next to Haruko, can't play the game, and look at the screen.
やっぱり発色悪いですね。
Yeah, so my main monitor, like I bought like a more expensive one, and it's got like pretty good colors and stuff like that, and has a good refresh rate, and it's like the IPS panel. The other one I have is like a TN one that has a high refresh rate. I used to use that because I like to play like a MOBA or whatever. No, and it's not League. I don't play League, free League. But I have that, and the colors on that aren't as good. Like the colors on my main monitor are like so much better, so much more like crisp. It's like it's nice.
全然気にならないですよ。いつもノート PC で動画見てるんで、やっぱでかいといいですね。
Gosh, that used to be my main computer is just laptops for a while. Nope, would never go back. I tried getting a laptop just to have for things. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's like I gotta have my big computer. Now I got my dual monitors, have to have those. It's nice. The game starts as we talk over it. Plotline is typical enough. Two police officers investigate an old mansion because of a mysterious incident that happened there. The officers on the screen step inside the mansion.
うわ、早速死体だらけ。
ですね。
Oh, are they playing Resident Evil? Is that what they're doing? Haruka starts clicking the interact button, completely ignoring the corpses that jumped out at me. I always consider myself a casual, but even I can see that Haruka is truly hardcore. She's got a pretty high tolerance for horror games too. At least I think that she does. She does, considering how she's doing so
ま
far.
だチュートリアルだからアイテムとかなさそうですね。
She stops exploring and advances the plot, and the plot advances quickly enough. The player is kidnapped by a mysterious man and is now in some kind of ruined building. A misshapen sort of man is dismembering a human body. The man leaves, the player takes a knife stuck in the corpse, cuts his rope with it, and escapes the cell. So I'm pretty sure you're supposed to sneak around and make sure the man doesn't find you. Haruka, on the other hand,
よーし。
takes the knife in her hand and sneaks up behind
死
him.
ね。
Dang, she's just going for him. Man turns around and cuts the player character down with a hatchet. I'm just imagining the Dark Souls you died.
やっぱりダメでしたね。
No, if it's Resident Evil, I'm assuming you can't kill some of those big bad guys. I haven't played Resident Evil, so I wouldn't know. But I've seen, I guess, some gameplay. But there's like so many different Resident Evils, so it's kind of vague which one I'm even talking about. I think I saw... It was either when 2 or 3, like the remake came out. I watched somebody like play through a little bit of that. That was cool. It's quite the bloodlust I felt from her. First thing she did in the game was try to kill the enemy in front of her instead of running away. Haruka can be pretty aggressive in a video game.
よーし。
The game continues and Haruka finds herself in a spot where she has to run. She's supposed to toss a bottle to draw the enemy's attention away from her, but instead she flings it right at his face. Armed with a knife, she rushes at his back, even though she's obviously supposed to stay inside hiding. The man turns around. Oh boy. I will say, I like games that let you actually, like...
今度はチェーンソーでめった切りにされました。
I prefer games that let you do things that are, like, you're not really supposed to do. And, like, you can get away with it. Like, this game just seems like, oh, if you try to do what it doesn't want you to do, it's not going to let you. This girl's a real killer. Probably more bloodthirsty than the in-game enemy. Feels like she's enjoying the player deaths a little too much. She's trying to unlock all of them. I do that in visual novels. I'll unlock all the endings just to see all the ways something can go bad. Wait, now I'm not so sure. How am I supposed to play a horror game again?
やっと銃が手に入りましたね。
Marcus sounds ecstatic. Oh dear, is all I can muster as I'm sitting next to her. It's a whole different game now.
弾薬少ないから節約しないと。
She says while shooting down the first enemy that comes into view. I'm just imagining she's sitting there and the enemy pops a corner and she's just bam. Just shoots him. Shoots again. Arca fires her gun as soon as the enemy spawns in, as she's going for headshots every time.
もしかして FPS とか得意です？
対戦はあまり得意じゃないのでほとんどやらないんですけど、キャンペーンモード、一人で遊べるモードがあるゲームはよくやります。
あ、やっぱり。
そうですか。自分としてはそんなになんですが。
Interesting. Haruka is not somebody I would peg as being good at video games. Haruka says this while nailing another headshot. Thank God there's only one controller between us. I'd probably drag her down in multiplayer. She'll definitely kick the butt out, or the crap out of me in competitive. Haruka smiles while she finds a magazine of ammunition. She proceeds to fill her enemies with lead without showing the slightest hint of fear. As much as it pains me to admit I'm a little disappointed with the current development, I was looking forward to seeing Haruka be scared of a horror game. Yeah, I thought that's kind of where it was going. Like, oh, I want to play a horror game with somebody. And she's like, nope, not scary. She charges through all the jump scares to the point of hitting the game over a screen because of her reckless playing. I guess I'll just have to get some shrieks out of her myself. I can't help it, the situation is begging for a practical joke.
クロスボウ、こんなのもあるんですね。
I've definitely done that on, like, hanging out with a girl. Just, like, you just, like, grab her real quick. Just scares her. Or if you're, like, holding her hand, you can just, like, freak out all of a sudden. And it'll freak them out. It's great. Glad they reach over to Haruka. She's distracted by a new weapon she found.
威力はそこまで。
I caress her thigh. Haruka immediately turns to face me, but I put on a face that says I can't see what's the problem. First fidgeting from embarrassment, but her gameplay continues unimpeded. Not good enough. Oh boy, there's another H scene. Oh boy. Okay. Wow, okay, that was quite kinky. Okay. I had to cut out some stuff because they started just getting into it. Okay, apparently they can't. Yeah, playing video games, making out, and sleeping. There's a little bit more than making out in there. That was pretty kinky. I was like, okay. We're now wide awake even though it's the dead of night because we spent so much time relaxing. The munchies compel us to go get some food. Gosh, what have you guys been smoking? The supermarket in front of the train station is still open, so we step in and grab whatever looks good. Take our time to look around outside a bit instead of going straight home.
こんな時間に出歩くことあまりないので、ちょっとドキドキします。
日中は騒がしいですけど、やっぱこのくらいの時間だと静かでいいです。
よく出歩いたりするんですか？
たまにですかね。連休とかで夜更かしした時とか。あ、敬語抜けねえな。
無理しなくても大丈夫です。
さすがに家族には敬語使わないですよね。
そうですね。普通です。
Well, yeah, I feel like a lot of people are more casual with their family.
少しずつ慣れていきたいですね。
そうですね。
Going to the park. That's where we always end up, every time. This has a lot of memories for us, so maybe our feet just gravitated towards it. There isn't a single soul around at this hour. So I won't say it's romantic, in fact.
ちょっと不気味っすね。
ですね。お化けってそう。
And that's when Ghost comes out of the bush and like, ah!
ゆっくりしてこうと思ったんだけど。
Oh, what the frick? Someone's actually jumping out. What the frick? Someone actually jumped out. Push Haruka out of the way. Who the frick is it? A lurking shadow cuts across into the vision.
河本?
Wait, what? What the frick? Where did this guy come from? Komoto gets back up and charges at Haruka with a shout. This isn't the time to think. Alright, get him with the evil eye. Let's do it. We'll leave him right where the other girl was. Totally not a terrible idea. Get over roundhouse kick, and when he falls, I pin him to the ground and shove his face in the dirt. He has stigmas all over his body. I knew it. He's not saying any actual words though. Is he being controlled? Is he being controlled or did he go insane? I feel like his stigma's like going out of control. Hold down with all the strength as he's filling about. His body's riddled with stigmas that I can't get through to him while talking. This isn't going to go into some plot point, right? I don't feel like the other episodes did this. Like, after the main story, like, they were just kind of more casual, and this is, like, actually got, like, some interesting scenes going on. I feel like we're actually getting, like, a little bit of story in here. It's like, okay. Flames start burning Komoto. Questioning him is useless if he can't understand me, so I might as well knock him unconscious. This tremendous strength, I can't hold him down. Does his power boost his physical strength or something? Komoto continues to struggle, but he's not necessarily trying to break free. It's Haruka. I only noticed it just now. This guy's lost all of his wits, and he's still fixated on Haruka.
Haruka! こいつなんとかするから逃げろ!
He howls at Haruka and then claws at the ground to drag himself closer to her. Why is he so strong? I can't hold him down. I have no choice.
Komoto! 俺の目を見ろ!
And Komoto's hair and force him to face me. Oh, we're doing it. His movement immediately ceased. The evil eyes claimed another victim. Oh, I don't know about this. I mean, I mentioned it, but I'm like, I don't know how I feel about Kakeru using the evil eye. I feel like this is, like, not a good idea. I'm able to stop his movements for now, but if I keep using the evil eye on him, Komoto will turn to stone completely, and then he'll die. So what now? He'll go crazy again once the evil eye wears off. Can Haruka purify him with her powers? It's kind of like a crazy situation we got put into. The stigma on Haruka's body is activated. Crap, that means she's already been using it. We can't produce the best possible circumstance when the time calls for it. But if this is the best path Haruka's power is pointing to, then so be it. Komoto's extremities begin turning to stone. The petrification has begun. At this rate, should I do it? No, I can't, but this is the guy who was terrorizing Haruka. The kind of guy who was going to assault her for rejecting him. I have to put a stop to him, here and now. The choice is clear. I have to kill him. Gosh, this ending got really crazy. Yoichi, what is going on here? You're a familiar voice. Then a spear runs through me and Komoto. Are we just gonna die here? Game? What's going on? Hello? I'm scared. The evil eye releases its hold. Haruka grabs me and peels me away from Komoto. Oh, so he's gonna be the one to kill him, so we don't have to. Spear is planted in the place I was, and Komoto's the only thing it's piercing. I don't know. I think someone was controlling him. I think that's what the case is here. Because I don't think he was a user before. It just seemed like he just kind of suddenly got these powers and was going crazy. I wonder if Iris is like influencing things from the other world. And that's where we're going to go with this. Yoichi pokes Komoto's motionless body with his foot. What is Yoichi doing here?
名前呼んでたけど、こいつ知り合い？いや、知り合いってわけ。あ、そう。ならいっか。こうなったらもう死人同然だし。知り合いだったら悪いなーって。
So he kills her and then asks if he's your friend.
死に？
殺したのか。結果的にそうなっただけだよ。こいつ暴走してたでしょ。ほっといても自滅してる。
And you're not wrong, but it's just disturbing because you're so casual about it. There's no remorse. Like there's no like regret for the loss of human life.
さあ。
Yoichi squats down and starts poking around Komoto's body. I see if Yoichi's here.
アーティファクトを探してるのか。うん。まだユーザー狩りをしてるんだ。あれ？ないな。ヨイチ！待ってよ。もう無差別にはやってない。は？だから無差別にはもう殺さない。こいつみたいに暴走してたり悪さしてるやつだけ。
Isn't that kind of what Iris started off doing? She was like kind of stopping the people who went rogue.
信じてない？まあいいけどさ、僕なりにカケルが怒らないラインを考えた結果なんだけど、殺しは絶対ダメって感じ？でもしょうがないでしょ？でしょ？
I don't know. Say nothing, but he wants me to agree. I mean, we did just try to kill him. Yeah, okay.
そっちの邪魔をする気はないし、悪さをする気もない。お互い干渉しないって方向で話をまとめたいんだけど。どう？
Okay, I mean, this is very unexpected development, sure.
私も それで納得してもらえるとありがたいわね。
Oh, so Sophie's here, huh? See how this goes. This is a little bit unexpected. Sophie comes out of a tear in space, so that's what's going
陽
on.
一と組んだのか。
暴走したユーザーはあなたたちの手に余る。人を殺める覚悟がないあなたたちには。
Fair enough.
だから僕みたいなやつも必要ってわけ。
あなた様の好きに設定してください。
あとお互いに監視する存在がいないとね。
監視？
まさか自分はこうならないと思ってる？
Uchi looks down on Komoto's body. He smirks and raises his face.
かける。
Pierces me with his chilling
今回
gaze.
は止めてあげたけど次はないよ。
Is it zooming in? Yeah, it's slowly zooming in.
力を持つと使いたくなるよね。わかるよ。かけるの気持ちが僕にはよくわかる。
Oh, frick, is that what's gonna happen in episode 4? We're gonna go crazy. We're gonna go crazy, and it's gonna be this weird thing where the protagonist is, like, on rogue, and we're gonna have to, like, save him.
いつかけるがこっち側に来るか楽しみにしておくよ。
They're so foreshadowing this. So foreshadowing.
その時は気兼ねなく殺すから。
Well, that's fine, because we can literally come back. And we'll probably still be crazy.
二人は帰りなさい。あとは私たちが処理するから。
Oh boy, there's gonna be some crazy stuff happening in this next episode, isn't there?
行こう。
あ、は、
Take Haruka's hand, we leave the park together. Will I ever go over? Ooh, okay, we're actually getting like story here at the end. That's kind of crazy. I mean, there's probably always been a little bit of story, but I feel like they always just kind of wipe the slate clean at the end, so like none of this would have happened. But this makes it feel like they're trying to go straight into another branch,
おい
or they're trying to carry over this information.
なに？
I think this is going to be a little bit different than all the two past episodes. This is going to feel a lot different going into episode 4.
どっちだ。
私よ、私。
Iris, what the?
やっぱりか。
無差別には殺さない。よく平然と嘘をつけるわね。
そっちこそよく僕の前に出てこられるね。
Okay,
殺
so
そうと
this
したくせ
is
に。
way different than I expected. Okay, that's Iris, huh?
手加減してあげたじゃない。今だって助けてあげたし。
誰も頼んじゃいない。こいつのアーティファクトも渡す気ないからな。
その子、持ってないわよ。
は？
実験の産物。スペアボディが欲しいんだけど、これは失敗ね。
So I was right about that guy being controlled. Okay, okay, I see what's going on.
まだ諦めてなかったのか。
もちろん、あなたの体もね。
Oh, interesting. She's trying to take his body. Okay.
実験にしてもこんな雑魚の体を使うなんてね。
違うわよ。この子、かけるたちと関わりがあるみたい。
嫌がらせか。
Huh. So this is quite the twist here.
性格悪い。
性格悪い者同士。これからも仲良くしましょう。
はあ？
私がいないとアーティファクトを探すのも一苦労でしょ。
うっざ。邪魔だけはしないでよ。
もちろん。いいコンビになれるわ、私たち。
Oh boy, oh boy. Huh, we're not even to the ending part yet where we get a little after credits scene. We already got some interesting developments going on here. I'm very surprised that they're doing this. I mean, we are like getting close to the end here. I mean, we're close to the end of episode 3 and then we're about to go into episode 4. So I mean, it makes sense. Like this is going to be the big climax of the whole series. So I suppose like this is the time to do something different. I wasn't expecting all this. Just expecting, oh, we're going to do Haruka's and then Noah's is going to be like really crazy, right? Walk home is quiet. Haruka's worried about me. Try to talk about something, anything. I can't break the silence. She's probably noticed by now how I tried to kill Komoto. Power of the evil eye drew me in. Yoichi's words stuck with me. They pierced my heart and I can't get them out. The day might really come when I finally kill someone. Warmth envelops my back. Haruka doesn't actually know what she's doing, and her trembling breath is proof of that. She speaks slowly and stutteringly, struggling to put her emotions into words.
私ずっと考えていることがあって、かけるさんが私を好きになってくれたのはアーティファ
No,
クトの力なんじゃないか。
that's not how we feel at all.
いや、それは。
分かってます。分かってるんです。かけるさんはちゃんと私を好きになってくれてる。でも私は弱いから不安になっちゃうんです。もしかしてって。私がアーティファクトからもらった力は他人を運命を思うがままにするような、全然コントロールできなくて周りに迷惑をかけて、もう一人の自分を作って、そんな弱い私でも力をちゃんと扱えるようになりました。きっかけはほんのちょっとの勇気でした。その勇気を与えてくれたのはノアちゃんにソラちゃんに九条さん、そしてかけるさんです。
Haruka holds me tighter. Her feelings flow right through me.
もしかけるさんがいなかったらきっと私は都合よく言い訳してイーリスみたいにみんなを苦しめるような、そんな風になっていたのかも。
Yeah, I feel like these powers, man, they're such a blessing and such a curse at the same time.
あの人の言う
It's really easy to just
こ
go
っち側
overboard
に
with
行っ
it.
ちゃってたのかもしれません。
Now, we're talking about powers as in like physical or manifestation. You're manifesting some kind of ability or something, right? I feel like the same thing happens with money though. I feel like people get too much money, goes to their head, and they just start feeling like they're this super powerful person that can't be stopped, and you have people that end up like Iris, or just even Yoichi maybe. You just start feeling like you can do anything, and like you can justify it because you're powerful enough, whether that's like an ability, like an artifact, or if that's just money. And it's just kind of sad.
自分を見失ってもう一人の私が本当の私になって、見境なく力を使うような、そんな未来もあったかもしれません。
That is a good point. I wonder if her other side of her, yeah, literally could have just been the domineering one and denied the real Haruka anything. Like she could have just never brought her out again, and she could have just used her powers any way she wanted.
けれどかけるさんに出会えて正しい力の使い方ができるようになりました。
But I will say the Empress side of her like really does actually like care about the main personality. Like she really does like try to help her out and help her become better.
私は本当の私を見つけることができました。全部かけるさんのおかげです。ずっと私を守ってくれたから私は勇気を出せました。だからごめんなさい。頭ぐちゃぐちゃで、力は力に過ぎなくて、使う人間によって良くなったり悪くなったり、役に立たなかったり役立ったり。
Yeah, and going back to my point, like these incredible powers they have, they can use them for good. Or if you just have a bunch of money, you can use that for good too, right? Like I'm not saying that you're automatically going to get corrupted if you have like a really strong power or a lot of money, right? I'm just saying it does have the potential to do that, and for a lot of people I think it really does.
そういうものなんだと思います。使い手次第で変わるって。
Yeah, it does, but it changes depending on who's using them. Yeah, I mean, but it can change depending on who's using them, or it can change the person who is using them.
私に正しい使い方を教えてくれたかけるさんが
You can change, or it'll
自
change
分
you.
の力を正しく使えないはずがないって。
Or you can, I mean, you can change it, or it can change you. How about that? Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna get to see a lot of him using his powers coming up
そ
here
れが
soon.
言いたかったんです。
ありがとうございます。
I really like this scene though. This is really cute. I like her getting to see her just kind of like embracing him, you know? It's very intimate, it's very sweet. Haruka knows how weak I feel without me telling her. That's why she's trying to encourage me, and she really does cheer me up. Because she gets it. This girl understands me. Her words are like balm on my irritated heart. I'm so scared of these powers I could just let go of them. I'll be able to do that soon enough, but seeing my fallen humanity manifest itself in the desire to kill a fellow man, that caused me to despair. And yet wretched man that I am, Haruka still shows compassion for me. That alone is enough to make me laugh. My sulking is too ridiculous not to laugh at.
すみません。なんか一人で悩んじゃって。
いえ、私もどさくさに紛れて抱きついてしまい。
もうちょっとこのままでもいいですか。
はい、大丈夫です。
俺、さっき本気で河本を殺す気でした。余一が止めてくれなかったら、俺は。
私が止めるべきでした。ごめんなさい。
はるかが謝ることじゃ。
いえ、ダメなんです。私はかけるさんの力になりたいんです。そのための力だと、私なんだと、そう思ってます。だからかけるさんを支えるのはいつも私でありたいです。
じゃあ俺がまた闇落ちしそうになった時はお願いします。
はい。
Are they gonna end the game with him like being able to use the force?
私もかけるさんも未来をつかむ力を持っています。だから二人なら。
So this gonna be the end right here? Are
き
they...
っと無敵です。でもいきなり自信なさげなことを言いますが、私がポンコツでもノアちゃんたちがいますから。だからかけるさんは大丈夫です。不安になんてなる必要ないんです。かけるさんは大丈夫です。
はい。まだまだやることはあるけれど頑張りましょう。はい。
Oh, sweet. Haruka holds me tighter in her arms. I can feel her warmth surround me. It reassures me that I'm not alone. I don't know when we'll finish collecting all the artifacts. This must be the end then. But I know it will end someday. We just overcame a difficult challenge, and doubtless many more challenges will come our way. We'll just have to take them one at a time. In the end, we'll rise above it all. Until that day, we can be free of these powers. I must keep moving forward, so I don't drown in the ocean of my own powers, together with my friends and with the one I love. Okay. Yeah, I like that ending. It was interesting because it gave us story too. We had like some story elements, and then we moved into like just kind of this final love thing we got going on, and like, okay, I'm here for it. We're gonna get a little video. Is that what's going on here? Oh, are we getting more scenes? A few weeks have passed since the Battle with Iris. The Ambrosio was completed, and having annulled her contract with the World's Eye, Miss Naruse was set free. One could say that the threat Iris posed was essentially gone, but the Sophie that appeared on that day wasn't really Sophie. Yoichi and Iris are still connected. Both of those facts mean that we likely still had battles to fight ahead of us. We would need to fight Yoichi, who was still lying in wait somewhere in this city. But now wasn't the time for that yet. We still have things to do. Are they getting married? Let's go! Oh, I am so excited by this. I am so excited. Look anxiously around the hall. We made Kujo pull all the strings she could to sneak us into this. Oh, we're just sneaking into a party. Okay. Not that we came here out of any desire to feel like celebs. Visual on the target. I hear Yuki's voice from the small headset. Turn my eyes to the entrance at once. There. Hold on, what in the world is going on here?
いいね、スパイみたい。雰囲気出てきた。
空、集中して。
はい、すいません。あ、見失っちゃう。
大丈夫。見えてる。
Alright, just real quick so y'all can see that. That's a really freaking good CG. Like, that is so pretty. Like, I love her dress. That's awesome. I thought they were getting married, though. I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay. It's okay. The female student who also happens to be the president of a company that has recently become the talk of the town. We suspect her of misusing an artifact's power to increase her company's influence.
はるか、
What the? Oh, so we're just going around like stopping people now. Sigma appeared on the girl's hand and she shook hands with a middle-aged man.
ユーザーで確定だ。
了解。そのまま監視を続けて。
了解
話のわかる人ならいいんですけど。
ですね。ただ力を使うことに躊躇がなさそうなのかな。
握手をした人に使ったってことは精神操作系とかでしょうか。
かもですね。相手を操って取引を有利に進める。
ある種私の介護官でしょうか。能力で優位に立てるなら交渉もしやすそうです。
Wow, I really understand what y'all mean now about this episode picking up. I feel like there's a lot more going on here. Like, a lot more stuff that's more meaningful, right? Like, this is gonna lead into something here.
強引に礼約を注射するのは避けたいですね。絶対後で揉めますし。
そうですね。穏便に終わらせたいです。
力を使って利益を得ているんだから、揉める予感しかしませんが。
That concludes our idle chatter, though. Target is on the move.
ターゲットが会場出た。
追いますか。あ、すでに尾行して私も一緒にいます。今は一人みたい。後期ね。ではミッション開始。
了解。
了解です。
Haruka and I exchange glances and nod. Our job is to retrieve the artifact. If she's using it prudently, that's fine, but she would let us take custody of it for a short while in that case, too. If she's using it for ill intentions, we can't leave her be. We'd have to retrieve that artifact. All the artifacts needed to be collected in this town is to regain the peace. Our battle won't end until then.
行こう。
はい。
Oh, nice CG. Oh, so they're gonna end it like that, huh? Okay, that was a nice little extra. We got a cool another CG. I like it. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. All right, let's see this little ending video here, and then maybe we'll have a little bit of a glimpse of episode 4. Yeah. I hope so. I mean, I already have it installed. I'm ready to play it. Probably play it here pretty soon. I made this a super long video so you guys could see me play the end. I know y'all are excited for it, so hopefully you've been enjoying it as much as I have. Yeah, I'm coming for you next, Noah. You better be ready. All the girls have like such cute clothing. I like it. And then there's Sora. Aw, Sophie. I want to see what Sophie looks like. Please tell me they're showing me soon. Oh, Miss Naruse, you're still best girl. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. And then these three. Oh, but we're not gonna have Ghost anymore, depending on what they do for episode 4. That's gonna be sad. I want Ghost to be on our side. Ghost is cool. Oh, we got the puzzle pieces. Is this because we're slowly putting the pieces together to build the final picture? It's gonna be like the big picture that we're gonna see everything, right? We're gonna like finally get to see what's really going on in 9-9. Ooh, okay. I mean, I feel like we've almost put it together. Like, we're pretty close. We just gotta put all the pieces together and make the grand scheme of things. Because I'm sure there's gonna be more twists. I know there's going to be. I would not be surprised. Alright, can y'all stop making out? This isn't gonna show 8-Sheen content, is it, in this? No, right? I'm not gonna have to cut that out. I'm assuming not, because it needs to be fine for the regular version too. That's cute. I was gonna say cool and cute at the same time. That must be her artifact. I guess I'll give you guys some thoughts while they're kind of doing credits. I really liked episode 3. Episode 3, best by far. I see what you guys mean. Best by far, easily. But I'm curious to see where we're going from here. I love that dress. That's so good. I wish they would have got married, though. That would have made it better. Let's see, what other thoughts? I like the character development. Great character development in this episode. Definitely saw that. I kind of said that before, right? But I've really been enjoying seeing like different sides to some of these characters. Like Haruka is not somebody I liked initially, right? but as we've gotten to see more of her, really liked her character. Definitely a few moments I could have done without, like it was kind of cringy or whatever. Could have done better. Oh, look at that, that's adorable. I love that. Gosh, so many good CGs. It's like, which one do I use for the thumbnail? I have no idea. I could use them like kissing over time. Like that's a good one right there. There's so many good CGs in this. So many good pictures. Yeah, I still have a lot of questions. I want to know more about the world lines. I want to know more about Overlord, of course. I want to know more about what Yuichi's planning, what Iris is planning. Are they really working together? Is that the plan right now? Guess so. I feel like there's gonna be more. I feel like there's gonna be more going on here. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Something big about to happen? Okay. Wait, what?
ああ、やっとつながった。
Please. Please tell me this is Sophie. Yes? Yes?
どう？私の声は聞こえているかしら。やっぱり意思疎通は難しいみたいね。そもそも私の姿も見えてる？
I can't tell.
かなり怪しいわね。
Is this breaking the fourth wall right now? Is she talking to us? Or is she talking to, like, Conqueror or somebody?
あなたの姿も私からは見えないし、存在を感じるといった程度。まあいいわ。声は届いているみたいだし、勝手に喋らせてもらうわよ。
They're not showing her, though. I can see the outline. I need the whole sprite. You can't
も
do
う
this
分
to
かっ
me.
ていると思うけれど、一応自己紹介しておくわね。
They're totally breaking the
あ
fourth
なたと
wall
直
right
接
now. What?
話すのは初めてだし。
What is going on?
私はソフィーティア。そう、あのソフィーティア。現体じゃなくて本体の。
Yeah? Yeah? I'm here for it.
苦労したわ。あなたを見つけるの。思った以上に遠い世界にいるんだもの。
Gosh, they're just fourth wall gone. They're just breaking it.
ま、そんな話はいいわね。話すことはたくさんあるのだけど。そうね。まずはイーリスのことから。
Okay.
かけるには話していないことがあるの。あなたにはしっかりと話しておくわ。
Okay, I'm listening.
イ
Yes?
ーリスは魔術の研究者だった。魔術師じゃない、ただの研究者。
Okay.
誰よりも魔術を愛し、誰よりも深く魔術を理解していたのに、才能がなかったために魔術を扱えなかった。だから地位は低かったし、いくら知識だけあっても尊敬されることは決してなかった。蔑まれていたと言ってもいい。
Okay, here. I'm just gonna make sure I'm getting all this. Iris is a researcher. Okay, she loved magic more than anyone else. She understood it better than anyone else. For a lack of talent meant she couldn't handle using it. So by her standing was the lowest knowledgeable she was. No one respected her for it. Okay. Okay.
下っ端だから流出したアーティファクトの回収なんてつまらない仕事を押し付けられた。なぜイーリスたった一人で回収していたのか疑問に思ったんじゃないかしら。理由は今言った通り、別に他の世界が混乱しようがどうでもよかったのよ。だから下っ端の研究者たった一人にアーティファクト回収を命じた。イーリスはナルセ家の力を借りてアーティファクトを回収した。それがイーリスの転機だった。魔術を扱えないイーリスにとってアーティファクトは魅力的な道具だった。回収したアーティファクトを素直に渡す必要があるのか、自分のものにできないか。魔術師たちはこの任務を重要視していなかったから監視の目はない。今なら大量のアーティファクトを手に入れることができる。あとはわかるわよね。誘惑に負けたのがあのイーリス。そして誘惑に抗いしっかりとアーティファクトを返還したのがこの私。そう、私もイーリスなのよ。あの女と同じイーリス。誘惑に負けたイーリスは全てのアーティファクトを手に入れるために世界に最悪をもたらした。
What?
誘惑に打ち勝ったイーリスは世界を守るためにセフィロトを設立し、アーティファクトを厳重に保管した。 私の選択で世界が枝分かれたの。お互いに干渉できないくらい大きくね。
Wait, what? Is she saying she's Iris but not Iris? Like she is Iris, but she's like an Iris who's like trying to do good? I'm so lost.
世界を滅ぼす魔女イーリス、世界を守る聖女イーリス。私には二人の私がいる。
What?
聖女なんて呼ばれるほど綺麗な身じゃないから、今ではソフィーティアと名乗っているけれど、つまりそういうことなのよ。イーリスは私のふりをしていたんじゃない。私の減退を、
Okay.
声を真似ていたわけ
I
じゃ
was
ない。
wondering because like when she was talking to Yoichi, it sounded like Sophie, right? I was like, oh, maybe she's just using magic to copy her voice. I was a little confused by that. Okay.
もともと同一人物だから、同じ姿、同じ声だった。それだけのことよ。
You were one and the same to begin with, but now you're not so much. Is that what I'm getting?
世界の目を通してお互いにもう一人の自分がいることは認識していたけれど、この世界への扉が開いたことで事情が変わった。まさか別の世界でもう一人の自分と交わることになるなんてね。
So we can still trust Sophie though, right? Like they're separate. Like one of them is good and one of them is bad, right? Like we can trust Sophie, right?
ようやく私の過ちを正すチャンスをお願いがあるの。イーリスを、あの魔女を召してほしい。できれば自分でやりたいけれど、理由は話した通り、私はただの研究者で、あの魔女のように強大な力を持っているわけじゃないの。だからあなたに頼るしかない。どう滅するか。その方法は悪いけれど、鍵は9人のユーザーたち。
9 users. 9. It's all coming together, guys. I feel like freaking Kronk in the Emperor's New Groove. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. That's what I feel like right now.
かける、みやこ、空、はるか、
I'm guessing it's gonna be Rig Veda too.
ノア、さつき、よいち、レンヤ、そしてあなた。
Wait, what?
おぼろげに伝
Yeah,
わってくる。
yeah.
あなたの感情が。
That's
これは戸惑いね。
it's pretty accurate.
やっぱりちゃんと力を理解していなかったのね。かけるにはかわいそうなことをしちゃったけれど、オーバーロードのユーザーは
Oh my
あ
gosh.
の子じゃなかった。
I feel like I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club again. Some weird, crazy crap going on.
かけるのアーティファクトは
I'm sorry, that's a
世
spoiler
界
for
の
that
目の
game,
その
but
断片。
it's been a few years, okay?
怪我をした時に体内に取り込んでいた。それが正解だったみたい。
Okay.
断片ゆえに枝の観測ができるほどの力はなかった。異世界への扉を開く力。そう、かけるは独自のゲートを持っていたの。そのゲートを通して9番目のあなたとつながった。そろそろ話が見えてきたんじゃないかしら。そう、9番目のあなたは別の世界のかける。かけると魂を同じくするかけるの同一存在。ゲートを通しあなたはかけるとつながった。そしてかけるの内側から時には俯瞰的に世界を観測し干渉してきた。つまりオーバーロードの所持者は、オーバーロードはかけるのゲートを通り9番目のあなたにもたらされた。どういう形であなたの手に渡ったかはわからないけれど、 あなたはオーバーロードの力を用い、かけると同調し、運命を変えてきた。
Like, she is talking to us, the player, right? Like, I'm assuming so. Like, it seems like it. Like, she's not talking to somebody else and we don't know who this person is yet, and then, like, they're gonna, like, say something at the end.
より良い結末へと運命を導いてきた。ならばきっと魔女を滅する運命も
I'm pretty
あ
confident
なた
she's
な
talking
ら
to
ば
us.
つかめるはず。世界の支配者たるあなたなら。反応が薄いからどこまで伝わっているか不安ね。とにかくあなたが頼りってこと分かってくれたかしら。
Yeah, sorry. I'm just a guy who plays visual novels. Don't have any ruler of world type abilities here.
以上。あなたが私の期待に応えてくれること。ああ、そうね。最後にもう一つ。いつまでもあなたとか9番目。安易な思いつきだし、あなたの世界の言葉でどう聞こえるかはわからないけれど、ダサくても文句は受け付けないわよ。それじゃ、今度こそ話は以上。頼んだわよ、ナイン。
Oh, instead of ninth, you're gonna call me 9. Okay. Okay, disappointed we didn't get to see what she looks like. That better be corrected by the end, or I'm going to be pissed. If that is not episode 4, I'm pissed. Okay, that was quite the twist. I will say that. I don't even know how to recap that for you guys. I'm gonna have to go probably watch it over again myself because I'm like, wow, that's a lot of information. So he has the world's eye and somehow can create a gate to. Okay, he can create a gate to reality. Yeah, because, sorry, I never ended up getting around to showing you guys, but yeah, she disappeared from the start, which was kind of interesting. I wonder what the meaning behind that is. She's like... Interesting. So they have like this kind of water around. It doesn't seem like anything changes except them disappearing. I'm not sure why exactly that would be. Okay, so they have the puzzle pieces. I was trying to count how many puzzle pieces there are. Is there going to be 9 of them? Is that what we're going to go? Okay. Alright, I see what you guys mean. Episode 3 was pretty good. Pretty good. I liked it. I did. I will say that right now. You can wipe that smile off your guys' face. I liked it a lot, okay? Very good. I can see why y'all like it. I can see it. Haruka definitely, like, became one of my favorite girls during that. I will say that, though. And we'll see if Noah changes my mind on that. But I really liked Haruka. I really did. I ended up growing on her, or she grew on me a lot, I should say. Okay, well, frick, we gotta go into episode 4 here soon. I don't know when I'll play it. I did buy a bunch of games during the Steam sale, so you will be seeing me play some games. Some of y'all have requested them, and some of them I'll play that you haven't requested. So maybe you'll like those too. Anyways, guys, I don't know too much more how many thoughts I want to give here. I'm gonna wait till we get into episode 4 and start making sense of some of this stuff, and I think we'll call it there. I think that'll be good. This was I made a super long episode, so you guys could really enjoy it and see my reactions all the way through. So hopefully you really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I appreciate you guys watching. So I will see you in episode 4. Have a good one.